I mean,
maybe to be honest, who wants a giraffe juice either though?
No, but I'm guessing there's some type of flavor to the giraffe.
Maybe she's soda fruit. Let's go with that. Can we do that?
Nah, nigga.
There, I'll meet y'all halfway. Soda water fruit. So it's still kind of like a little.
Why would
juice?
Why would her juice be carbonated?
She can still be touched.
Huh?
Why would it be carbonated?
Whatever you want to call it, but let's meet halfway.
She can still be touched.
She can be anything, just not a Logia.
Look,
Yeah, she's not a Logia though.
Yo,
I mean, she doesn't have water power. She doesn't have water.
No, I'm just trying to get some telling us she's not a Logia. Like, I don't care what you say. She's not a Logia.
She got everything, but she bang with us. Hook her on the team, bang. She a little button for the cameras. We got everything that you need.
Big fatty, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Fatty. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome to Deuce Podcast, episode 74, the podcast where we talk about anime, manga, and everything else. I'm Mr. Good Guy, aka MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-host who will introduce himself. Started right.
What's good? It's Deuce.
What up? It's Gramps.
All right, into your story time.
Story time. All right, so we all know how I'm basically renting my car out via. Should I say the name of the app?
Why not?
Fuck it. Hire car.
Or trying to not give them publicity or something?
Man, they gotta pay us for them ad dollars, man.
I want my money right now. Even though they already owe me money, but we haven't get into that. So
have fun with that bullshit process.
Yeah, I know, right? So I was ending my rental with one person, and we were supposed to meet at the gas station over there by the expressway. And so I had talked with her that morning because she was already ending the rental late. And she said that she'll meet me at the gas station at 6. I was like, all right, even though it's gonna be late, at least I already have an exact time that I can meet with this person and try to just use my car at that point to head to jiu-jitsu, knock out that class, and we Gucci.
Yeah.
I get to the gas station probably like 5:50, wait like 10 minutes, and then I call her like, yo, where you at? She says, so before this, she said that she was going to be there at 6 because she had dance class. Yeah. So I was expecting, okay, she'll leave from dance class and head directly over there to meet with me. She says, I'm dropping somebody off at Uber. I didn't know they were going to be going outside the city. Mm-hmm. So at this point, in my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck are you doing driving Uber if you know you're supposed to be dropping the damn car off?
Yeah, you trying to make that last
You're just trying to get the last
fucking dollar.
You gotta squeeze it in, yo.
And that last fucking dollar got ass dropped on hire car too. So I end up waiting there.
What do you mean
drop? Did you get your car back though?
What do you mean drop?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I end up waiting over an hour for her ass to get there. Mm-hmm. And
what do you mean drop though? Like she can't use hire car anymore?
Probably not. She got a shitty rating.
Oh, you rated her like shit.
Hell yeah, she fucking returned the car almost a day late, almost a full day late. Mm-hmm. And she ain't paid for that shit. Not to mention having to wait even past the time that we were supposed to meet, over an hour after the time we were supposed to meet to drop the damn car off anyway. They were agreed upon, so fuck you. You got a shitty rating. Not to mention her personality was.
She was black. I mean,
was she black?
That just got racist.
I see some Hispanic motherfuckers that pop up in that motherfucker.
Let's ask. Was she black?
I mean, based on what I saw, she looked black.
Oh, okay. But when you say it like that,
yeah, that was racist.
Was she light skinned? When you say based on what I saw, she looked black.
Oh yeah.
That kind of makes it seem like she could have.
Yeah, she was light skinned.
Oh yeah, okay. She was black.
But
no, I mean light skin is still a toss up.
Yeah,
that's a toss. Ain't some look. There's some Hispanic like mixed people that ain't mixed with black that look like they mixed with black and they not.
Nigga, we knew an Indian chick back in college that we thought that everybody, I'm pretty sure was 100% sure was not Indian when first meeting her. I'm not gonna say that name.
I know you're talking about. I just seen her last weekend too. I mean, if you look at her hair and like,
wow, it's racist. It's just getting more
further down.
You can't have nappy hair and not be black, man.
No, it's not about nappy. It's the type of hair.
What you mean type of hair?
Indians have different hair than everyone else.
Well, the thing is, when black people buy hair from hair salons, it's mostly from Indian people.
I don't know, you could tell. I've been like, I'm an expert now, you know, I've been looking at watching videos online with girls. I can tell when it's some.
Nigga, I thought she was Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah, that's the reasonable explanation. I thought she meant just regular black.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there were people that thought she was black too.
What is just
she was deep in the black community, my nigga.
I know, she still is, nigga.
Exactly, so
Hey man, change your
she
life.
could have been a light-skinned black chick.
I'm just saying, the attitude thing and then the
You think all black girls got attitude?
No.
We pulled up a slippery slope.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. Trying to get their last ride in. I'm not surprised she black. And then how many white people use hire car?
No, I've seen a couple. Well,
Really?
I reached out. I don't know if she was white or not.
gonna.
She was definitely not black. I'll put it that way.
She probably was Mexican or something, or Latino or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Latinx.
Latinx?
That's what they call it now.
So it doesn't give a gender role, like, Latino or
You gotta be
Latino.
up to date on the PC rules.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm way behind.
Hell yeah, you are.
I don't believe in that shit.
You finna offend a bunch of people, and they gonna hang your ass.
Suck my dick.
But then again, you can't
Wait,
hang
isn't
him.
that
You can't
racist?
hang him because he's black.
That's
So
100% racist. Yeah, you definitely can't hang me. So they gotta do it in a non.
and they can't put you on a cross because. All right, back to the story.
Put me on a cross.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
Because religious.
I'm not Christian.
He's not Christian though.
No, but most of America is Christian or whatever. So if somebody were to kill you,
Yeah, I don't get that
according
one.
to because it would be kind of like like invading.
No, it's gotta be
whatever.
racist to me though. That's my thing. It's gotta be un-PC to me. I thought that was a perspective we were speaking from.
Well,
that's why they couldn't lynch me or whatever because that's like a black thing, like a pain a black person.
No, I'm saying everything that happens is going to offend somebody. So no matter what, it's all going to be an issue of
gotcha.
political correctness. Back to the fucking story because we just went on a hell of a tangent.
It's not
this
done?
motherfucker. Huh?
It wasn't done.
Oh hell no! Hell
okay,
no!
here we go.
So before she even arrived, probably like 10 minutes. No, I'll say so. About 30 minutes before she arrives, I'm sitting at the bus stop or whatever because I can't wait inside the gas station because no lawyering and all of that. And at some point, I look to my left and see these two guys talking. But I realized that they weren't friends because, when two guys are in too close of a proximity and one's like, waving his fucking hand like he's crazy or whatever, they getting ready to box or something. So I'm like, okay, in case these niggas start shooting, let me at least go a bit further away from this situation. So I'll go into the gas station a bit and buy some stuff just to pass the time.
Yeah.
And I walk back out and see that they're both going or whatever. I'm like, I bet I'm cool. So so then I go to the corner at that gas station or whatever, just in case security starts saying some shit. And one of the guys comes back.
Gas says security.
Let's gotta be aware of your blackness.
One of the guys comes back, and I'm like, all right, those other guys are
One of
going
the arguing niggas comes back?
Yeah.
One of them.
So in my head, I'm like, all right, I mean, I guess he ain't gonna be on shit or whatever since I'm pretty sure the other guys are going. I fucking turn around after he walks by. Yeah. The same guy plus two other guys were sitting there in the gas station. I'm like, where the fuck they come from? Oh shit, it's about to get real. So I'm sitting on the corner like, okay, so they probably finna try to jump him and then he probably gonna start busting them or whatever. So I'm ready to fucking duck behind this gate. So it's like outside of you have like a row of bushes and a gate right there or whatever surrounding the gas station. And of course you have them at the middle of the gas station getting ready to confront each other. So right before he gets close to him, this nigga pulls something out that was long. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, nigga, is that a fucking shotgun or some shit? And then he fucking starts running up towards him or whatever, and they start to run away.
Yeah, that's
nigga,
machete.
pull out a fucking machete. I'm like, niggas out here using machetes in the streets now, G? Where we at?
I can say if you have the balls to pull out a machete, clearly you've used it before. Because that's not a typical go-to weapon.
Exactly.
So that means you definitely skilled in machete martial.
So he's chasing after two guys with
Three
machete.
guys. Chasing these niggas around the gas station.
I feel like, was he Hispanic?
They all look black to me.
Oh,
that's all
that
I'm
nigga's
saying.
from the islands, bro. I feel like the island niggas be the ones who You can confirm.
90% chance. He was from some island. 90% chance.
Hell no.
Yo, this is the most racist
Oh, they were light skinned.
Yeah.
So they were light skinned.
The one with the machete, he was a little bit on the lighter side.
confirmed the island
He was
is
fair black skinned. Fair black. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, you want to take a guess at what island? which Caribbean islands use machetes the most when coming to violent situations?
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna put the man on blast.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you already went down the fucking hole. Might as well keep going, man.
Like, since we already doing the stereotype and shit, might as well.
Right?
Everybody took their turn. I typecasted the nigga with the machete as an island motherfucker. You
No, we made it hard. He said the one with the machete was light skinned. So
he was a little bit lighter.
So that makes it kind of difficult to narrow down the island.
Mm-hmm. So,
but I don't know, your light skin may be like
Are there light skinned niggas in Haiti? Not really, bro.
Of course there are, I'm sure.
But I mean, it's not common. This one.
Remember that guy from Nesby who was white?
Yeah.
But was actually black?
Yeah, he said his dad was like a dark skinned nigga.
Yeah, he said that was Haitian.
Yeah, but he said his dad was dark skinned.
No way. No way.
If I remember correctly,
that's impossible.
Said his dad was dark.
No way.
Which is also funny.
He was straight white.
Or did they got his dad?
JB?
No.
Yeah, he was in.
No,
he was in the JB when we was old niggas.
That was the only white person I knew.
He didn't last for very long, but he came for high school visitation. Then he came to campus for real. But he just didn't. He just like ghosted. Their class was like.
Yeah, he fucked with their class, but they were lame.
Shaq definitely knows him.
Yeah, he was lame.
That nigga definitely knows him though. But yeah. You said what?
No, that class, they were all lames.
I mean, I'm sure their success is not.
I mean, so are we though.
I don't know. They might be more successful than we are.
No, I doubt it. No way. It's not possible.
Look them up on Facebook. I'm friends with some of them on Facebook.
I probably am too, to be honest.
I'm not friends with a single one.
No, you probably are too. Cause there was some of them in your circle because of Shaq.
They were definitely, yeah. A couple of them were in your circle.
I'm 100% sure.
Did you know the guy that was named after a city in Texas? Oh, you know him?
No.
Because I thought you knew him around Shaq. Who else was there?
He knows him by face at least.
I feel like one of the people from their crew joined your.
They made his friend. Yeah, I was gonna say they're in front of the frat too.
At least one of them. Sure. Yeah, at least one of them is in there. That if one of the niggas that you know in that inner circle of y'all's knows everybody in that crew, in that JV crew. I just don't know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Shaq knows for sure, but I'm talking somebody else outside because Shaq was like hanging out with them. I keep getting.
Yeah, I know. You name dropped like 37. I'm like, you might as well keep going. But
what are you doing now? He still working at the university?
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, he still got a job over there on campus.
Him and Dex hanging out? Because Dex still on campus too, right?
Dex be like, he be hanging out with like the old motherfuckers, like grad students and like stuff like that. I mean, which makes sense because like,
I mean, he's that age
at
now.
25, you're not gonna hang out with an 18-year-old.
Going to the searching party.
So grad students the only people you can hang out with.
He's basically walking around with
It's probably much more fun though to hang out with grown ass.
I mean, they don't go out. Yeah, they go out like downtown Champaign now. They don't go to.
I feel like that's a better life to live out there.
No, I think
being more adult and then still living there, but like going to school. You appreciate that experience more. You do more dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess the story kind of faded away at that point.
Alright, but I mean, the core of the story was that this nigga pulled out a machete.
Niggas was chasing these.
Where was this?
Was around with a machete. I said at the gas station over there by the expressway.
Like right before you hit the expressway on the 79?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and eventually, he started chasing them in the street or whatever, and they eventually, went out their way or whatever. So I'm basically standing at the corner, and they go out to the exits and start going down the street this way. So I'm like, fuck that. I start walking down the street that way, trying to make sure I maintain as much distance as possible.
Yeah.
And somebody decides to pull out a gun.
Damn!
So I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna go back into the gas station just in case.
I don't know, you would have got draked up if you ran away from him.
I made sure I was walking.
What is draked up?
Yeah, we seen Drake from
the grassy moment when he got
shot. Oh, that's why he was in a wheelchair? Damn, funny as hell.
Yeah, school shooter came. That nigga looked at him, was like, trying to dip, boom, shot in the back. Rip. R.I.P.
Yeah, but I was talking with the security guard. He was like, no, I was asking him, you sure they didn't come back this way? He was like, oh no, they know better. They know better not to come this way. I'm like,
first one,
they were just here.
That first one, your ass was the security for the gas station. You did nothing this whole time. What are you talking about? You sound like that dumbass motherfucker who told me that there's niggas drag racing outside. Whatever. That's a different story.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, dumbass motherfucker.
Yeah, they eventually.
They ain't coming over here.
they eventually go off their way or whatever. The three dudes are being chased, and the dude with the machete comes back into the gas station and he's talking with the security guard. Talking about, yeah, those are some bitch ass dude or whatever. I held myself down and all that. I'm like,
what if he was part of the security with the machete?
They just call him up for real incidents. Oh,
exactly.
Hey, call Machete Bob up in this motherfucker.
Machete Bob Marvin.
It's like, yeah, I ain't finna fight you. I got something for you. Do. Hey, bro, we gonna need you to handle something. All right, I'll be there. What the fuck is Machete? Yeah, that's interesting.
So watch out for people with machetes out there in these streets. They working.
Other than that, I mean, I don't have anything for decent news, so we can hop into a discussion topic.
Oh, I have some stuff into the
I haven't checked it since I posted that in, like. So, go ahead.
I'm laughing because I never check.
You can take control of that section of the podcast.
Hold on, brother. I gotta get into it because I don't need to.
On the decent news,
that movie, Ready Player One, came out.
Yeah. I guess it's too late to post that live reaction.
Oh, you seen it?
No, we watched the trailer. I just didn't post it. I posted the Avengers one, but I didn't post it.
I don't know if I've seen that trailer, but.
I mean, y'all trying to watch it then?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. That's what I said. I thought about watching it today.
I think I'm probably just gonna chill on it.
Nothing more. I don't know.
I don't have the urge to go pay to watch it. And I don't like, you know, I just like, oh, okay.
Actually, today may not work because the game is on today, but. A Loyola game.
Oh, is March Madness still going on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are from Chicago. Just get you
not that I care. Just people gonna be at a bar drinking, eating.
Listen, just in the alcohol environment.
No, I'm not. I'm really not though. I don't even drink like that for real.
Whenever niggas say that means you definitely out there.
No, I don't. Not anymore.
I feel like there's gotta be like when you say that, there's that montage of like all the times you went out.
You gotta understand. I live too far from everything. It's like.
No, that's why your ass ready to move. But when you was back in
living in the loop.
Yeah, GC, you was chilling, man.
That was a good life.
It was.
Go ahead and give them that address in the gold. So niggas can pull up looking for you even though you don't live there no more.
So related to video games, well, considering that there's been a lot of hype around Far Cry 5, I was gonna ask if any of y'all were playing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had the urge to cop it, but I
just asked directly to him. Are you playing it?
I don't feel the urge to buy like I did with the past two. Like the one before this one, 3, I just like bought on a whim.
You mean 4?
4 is the elephant, right?
Yeah, that's
4 I wanted to buy.
The guy with the pink suit.
Yeah. 4 I wanted to buy, didn't finish. 3 I bought on a whim, and that's when I was like, oh, Far Cry is not like a bad series. And then when 4 dropped, I was like, oh, elephants. I'll get it, but this one,
elephants?
I've seen some.
I'm not gonna
you
lie.
ride elephants in 4, so that's why I was like, oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I never played any of them until 4 because it was free. I got it for free. No. So here's the thing.
You a cheap motherfucker.
No, here's the thing.
No, you really are cheap though.
I don't even know cheap is the way to describe it.
You a miser.
On Assassin's Creed Unity, of course, I pre-ordered that shit because I play every single fucking one. And it turned out to be so many damn glitches in that game. They were like, damn, yo, we sorry. So for all the folks that get all of this exclusive stuff, since we fucked up, we're just gonna give all this, all of the DLCs to everybody. Mm-hmm. But for the folks who had already paid for that stuff, we just gonna give y'all a free game. You can choose between these games. It was like Far Cry 4. It was got that racing game. I think it was The Crew and a couple other games.
Nobody wanted that, bro. They should have gave you that game for free on top of the free game.
I was like, I never played a Far Cry game. I guess I'll try that one now. Uh-huh. And
then you rode elephants for the first time.
Yeah, beat that game and ended up getting Far Cry Primal too, just to see what if there was going to be anything interesting in it.
Was it
turned out to be a bad purchase?
Is it a bad purchase?
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this was in America. I think that's probably why I don't care as much about it, because I'm just like, I'm gonna go to Chicago.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of racial shit in it. I'm like, I don't like it more.
Are you black? Are you a black guy in this one?
You get to choose different appearances, but it doesn't have any effect on the game.
Oh, see,
what's Far Cry about? What's it about?
Hey, the story changes it with every game.
I assume it has like similar.
So,
there's always like
Grand Theft Auto, it's similar.
On top of this.
This is the second time she's called during the podcast.
I might have to answer this one, low key.
Alright, man, go ahead.
I'll be back.
But basically, Far Cry is like the general premise is that you're some character tossed into whatever world, and your journey is kind of like he said, there's usually some big bad guy you kind of have to fight at the end. So you kind of like went through that. So Far Cry 3 was like you were on vacation with some people, and then you guys ended up getting like, I don't know what the island was, but all your niggas ended up getting like caught.
You got to kidnap.
It's like kidnap, yeah. So they were like kind of like the cartel or whatever. They kidnapped all your niggas, but then you pretty much learned to be like a survivalist to free all of them. So you found another.
So you're just a regular guy, and then you somehow learn
Far Cry 3,
learn all this stuff.
That's probably actually it is in all of them. Because in Far Cry 4 is kind of the same thing. You just find out that you go back to like your parents' home country, but you're like a regular guy. You find out you're some type of royalty, but you basically do the same thing to try and liberate the country because some evil nigga like it heads it. So that's like the general premise. The why it's interesting is really like you can do these type of like stealth missions. You do all these like side hunts where you actually like go into the forest and like kill animals and then use their skins to like create like different like tool stuff that you need for the game. But the hunts are really the most fun part because you just like get to kill shit with bows and arrows, like on top of using guns. What else you got here?
I feel like games like 10 years ago were better.
What does that mean?
They're more fun.
What was happening 10 years ago?
I don't know. How old was I 10 years ago?
When you talk about games 10 years ago, what, like, give me a game that you're like categorizing in that group?
I can't think of
Because I don't think
any
you mean
specific.
exactly 10 years. You mean like
Maybe more than that.
there's like a certain generation of games you're talking about.
I don't know a specific game, but I just remember because there was a time when they played games like in the GameCube PS2 era.
I mean, no, those were probably. I would say that was like the golden days before it got too.
That was the golden age. Yeah.
I think on the online shit might have fucked it up a little bit. It was like a good addition, but it probably slowed it down.
3, 2, 1.
All right. But yeah, so I already explained it.
Take us back to the
So that was Far Cry 5.
to the early 2000s.
And then there was also fucking Lindsay Lohan, man. She's trying to sue Rockstar because allegedly one of the pictures in the intro screen, you know, when it's like loading up, one of those pictures is supposed to resemble her, in which I'm pretty sure nobody believes that shit or whatever, but I mean, she's trying or whatever, so I guess that's something.
She gotta get money somehow, right?
Alright, she signed up with
If you ain't working,
some legal app company.
oh,
I was just watching there's that show on Netflix. Well, you probably don't know, but either way, there's a show.
what's it called? No, what's it called?
But it's by like Joe McHale, the guy who did Community. It used to be on E, but then Netflix.
No, what's the show called? You don't know.
It's just like a weekly review of shit that happened during the week. So
Netflix has something like that?
Yeah, now that show comes out every Sunday. So that's their only like weekly show that I know of. But so on that show, like they were making fun of a clip for her like representing some legal app type thing. Like I guess it's like LegalZoom or something like that. But she like did a commercial where they were like, she was like, oh yeah, when blah 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 reached out to me for something, they just making fun of her. So I was like, oh, when I read that, I was like, I mean, she gonna use that app to sue them?
She gonna lose.
Yeah, right.
She fell hard, man. Oh my gosh.
I don't think she. Well, I mean, she looked like she was at the top, but I think she was always falling, like in the back of her mind.
Yeah,
she was in free fall the entire time. Like,
yeah, it's because she got too high.
I don't even think it was that. I think she just like she was a little kid when she came into the industry. You know what I mean? Look at all the little kid motherfuckers that came. Bow Wow. That nigga like 30. People still think. Like,
first of all, he was talking about killing himself like this week or last week or something. Yeah. He was like, he was having suicidal thoughts.
Lil Bow Wow was older than me, and I still think that nigga's younger than me. Like that's wild to me. That's wild.
It does feel like it.
Every time you do shit, I'm like, wait, you're grown though. Like, you're almost 40. Like,
almost 40. He just aged this nigga up. Took 10 years.
I don't know.
He's only like 4 years older than us.
You might pull up. Stop talking about power. You know you got the heat.
Fuck man. You know you got that private jet.
Hey, bro. If you gonna land it right in your driveway. What you say about Power? He beat up what's his face in basketball?
Who?
LeVar Ball kid? The one that played for is it the one that played for the Lakers? Or one of his younger kids. One of his kids he beat in basketball or in like a shooting contest or some shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he put it on some social.
How is that relevant? Who the fuck is recording this?
Bow Wow. You gotta put respect on his name, bro.
Yeah, he gotta stay relevant anyway.
Hey, Chris Brown, be friends with that nigga again, man. Stop playing.
Were they friends?
Apparently, he put on his big state that they not friends no more.
He put on
He
the
heard
what?
by it. He put on his. I guess he dropped some new music and one of the songs he talked about. Yeah, he talked about how him and Chris Brown distant, how they not friends like they used to be. And that was it. Chris Brown was like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. But then again, you know, Chris Brown on drugs, so.
Allegedly.
Who knows? Allegedly, you're right. Allegedly, I don't want that nigga to pull up either.
Who isn't on drugs though?
Me?
Huh?
Nigga?
Who ain't on drugs?
Dude, speaking of rap, no, we can't talk about that Tekashi interview. But either way,
What?
keep moving.
What?
That's not the focus of this podcast.
I mean, this is a decent news section too.
I mean, I guess like I just thought it was funny. That's it.
No, I mean, I thought
How do you feel about it? Because I thought you're a Charlamagne fan, and there's a lot of people that was like he got that nigga got trolled on the interviews. Did you feel like that? I mean, I watched his brilliant idiots response to like, oh, I didn't get trolled.
I wouldn't say trolls. I mean, like when I don't.
They said they was getting that. Some of the comments I read said that Tekashi was getting that nigga heated. Like they saw him like kind of like shaking Charlamagne a little bit.
I don't think he's getting upset, but I think Tekashi was in charge of the interview, which is fine. I mean, it happens. I don't think people say he be trolling. I don't get what they mean by
Tekashi?
Yeah, I don't get what they mean by he's trolling.
Who is that?
Some rapper with a 69 on his head.
Yeah, the King of New York,
Oh, it's a 6'9" dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
aka the King of New York.
Co-signed with 50 Cent.
He said co-signed. So I mean, you know.
Yeah, I don't really care. I didn't know he was that popular though. Obviously he is, but
Biggest interview ever, bro. This is gonna be the biggest interview y'all ever
It is.
had. Is it? Did it finally be?
well, since that's he's on the podcast, he
last
said.
time I checked.
I mean, he's not gonna pass Birdman. Like, it's not gonna happen. But I mean,
Birdman was at 14 when I checked on their YouTube.
yeah, but like he said,
It got time.
since they started recording, like putting the YouTube on the shit on the YouTube page,
Yeah.
it's like the second most
Yeah, no.
off most.
It might not. Did it outdo the first day of the Birdman interview? I feel like that might be factual.
No, I probably won't do that.
But yeah, I mean, hey, these new rappers, man. I'm interested to see what this gonna look like in 10 years. Cause I don't know. I mean, like the way they're trying to sell it is that this new wave is similar to the old new wave that took out like I guess niggas before. Like when Tupac, Biggie, and all their crew started getting popular, the old niggas then was like, y'all niggas stupid, right?
Really?
That's what the people say. That from some of the interviews I've heard, they were like, yeah, you know, some
The
of the old
80s
niggas
niggas was hating.
came at us. Yeah, they was just like, y'all rap stupid, y'all talking about drugs too much, or whatever the fuck was going on. So, and then they took over. So now these niggas, like, I don't really get how what they're doing is gonna last, but at the end of the day, it's probably gonna last. So I'm just interested to see what's gonna change. Because at this point, rap is like pop. Like rock is dead, from my understanding, and I don't know what's going on with pop. So to me, rap is like pop at this point. The only people I can see really staying, for sure in my mind, is like the Migos. I can see their lasting success with them. The other ones, I just feel like I don't 100% know. Like, by looking at them, I can't really tell.
I wouldn't even put Migos in the class with them.
Really?
They're different. Migos.
I mean, they're the leaders of the new school, I would think.
Migos been on from
Right.
like 2012. I feel like maybe making hits like like Fight Night and like when they first came out. Some songs was going crazy.
No, it's true, but it's like they're the leaders of. They're not necessarily mumble rappers, but they're the leaders of like I don't have to have like real bars or anything. Like, I just need to.
What
make
was the name of the group that did Lean With a Rock with?
D for no. Franchise Boys, Steve Pharrell. I don't know.
It was probably them
I think it was
franchise
them
boys.
franchise.
Yeah. Would you say that they're like a new version of them?
No.
Perhaps?
The Migos?
Yeah.
They're much better than them.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not saying in terms of like skill or whatever, because they all.
No, like
No,
the way that
they don't be dancing. They don't be dancing either.
Yeah, I don't even think like that's another thing. Like a lot of, I feel like some of these new rappers they rely on like the dancing trends to get their songs like up there. Like they'll make some dumbass dance. Like
you think so?
Black Boy made a dance. Rich the Kid, I believe, made a dance.
No, I don't think Rich the Kid made that. I think there was a video online. I think that started it.
Oh, okay.
And then people started copying
But
it.
apparently there's niggas behind the scenes that be doing that though. That was revealed. At least through our Everyday Struggle episode, that there's like niggas behind the scenes that make memes and stuff. Like, so when you have like a music company behind you and you're like coming out with a song, they're like people they pay to like create those memes or those dance.
No, but it was this for the dance that they be doing like that shit.
I don't know what the new Freezer dance is.
Yeah, but
I just know it's
like where they be like.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, they move their neck on beat or whatever. But it was a video on Twitter where like, these guys who just, I guess, seem to make videos or something. They just did it. It was like a group of guys and they were like doing like the thing. It looked kind of gay, so it was funny.
Shit, I didn't get in on that, man. They probably making some goo.
But the Block Boy, I don't think he made a dance for like to blow up though. I think he just like.
Yeah, he did a dumb dance.
Yeah, I think he just did a dumb dance and then it caught on. I feel like.
I mean, hey, well, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, it helps that Drake's in your song.
You said what?
It helps that Drake's on your song.
I mean, shit. Now you got 21 on his song, bro.
Oh, the remix?
He got a new song. You put 21.
Oh, for real? I ain't
telling you, this nigga fire. I don't know what he did.
Yeah, first of all, how you get these guys on your songs? That's yeah.
Back to back, but
he
bought it.
Yeah. Come on, man. Here we go again.
Hey.
Here we go again.
Can we order some pizza?
Episodes, right?
Can we order some pizza?
Might be too late for that because I gotta leave as soon as we finish.
Damn.
Where you going? He a busy man.
CEO.
You trying to get some food?
Oh, where at?
Anyway, I'm hungry. I tried to get some food before I came here, but it was closed. That's when they closed down.
Did you just like
they
wake
closed
up and then
down.
move?
Huh?
I said you just wake up and then move.
What you mean?
Like when you start your day, is it like wake up and then go to the thing I have to do that day, or is it like wake up and do some other bullshit?
Yeah, wake up, I do bullshit, and then
you go. Oh,
I was up for like 6 something.
Damn. For what?
Yeah, that's what I wake up. I wake up like 5 something every day.
I guess I was trying to figure out if you just be hungry all the time, or if you were just like.
I haven't
just got up. So
I haven't eaten any
like,
breakfast or nothing. And I was up from 6, like I said.
You was up from 6 doing what? You didn't eat breakfast. That's kind of wild.
Because that's why I was trying to push it to 10:30. Mm-hmm. That would have been cool. And then
you'd had like the whole afternoon.
Yeah, and then I started to clean my yard.
Yeah.
And then
some property manager type shit.
I just go to the garbage bag and pick up all the trash. So like stuff be flying in my yard. Cause like if people like drop shit on the street, the wind blows it in. So I just clean that up. And then
until some of the niggas come out.
Yeah, and then and then they found I had a package on my stairs, my back stairs, like my couch. It was fucked up. They were supposed to keep it at FedEx, but they delivered it. I didn't even know. It stayed outside overnight.
No, look, it rained a little bit, but it didn't rain on the package, or it was hidden.
It was a little wet, but it's covered by the. I'm on the second floor, so the third floor thing, staircase covers it.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm at least nobody stole it. So.
True.
Probably too big for them to steal. Quickly.
Do you listen to wireless headphones yet? Alright, so you got Ready Player One is in theaters. Did we kind of talk about that, whether watching it or not?
You said no. He said yeah. I'm gonna probably watch it.
Alright. Well, we'll get the feedback on that.
The Avengers and shit come out this month, I guess.
Yeah, I'm prepared to see that. I'm pretty sure. The question is if I'm gonna be lazy about it or not. I feel like I haven't since Black Panther. I think I just haven't had the urge to go to the movies.
I don't think there's been anything good since Black Panther.
There might have been, but I just don't think it was good for
I really don't think there was anything
Black
good there.
Panther hype kind of drowned anything that would have been potentially good.
Because I like to try and. Well, I don't look for movies, but I've been to a movie since then just because we were bored.
Oh.
But usually,
I feel like I'm hyped out. Like, not even that I cared about Black Panther that much, but I just feel like the hype surrounding Black Panther like limited me to only going and seeing movies with like almost that level of hype. So even if it was probably a good movie, if it didn't have that level of hype, like Death Wish probably wasn't a bad movie to go watch. But like, it is not gonna pull me out my room to go watch it. Like Avengers is gonna pull me out my room to go watch it because of the hype, you know?
See, one thing about me, I don't watch TV or anything like that. Yeah. So I don't know when movies come out unless like people talk about it.
Yeah.
Like Death Wish, I didn't know what that was until I read something like today about it. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, what I like though, what's great about this like new content era is that like things like Netflix and movies, like the turnaround time is kind of crazy. It feels like there's almost like not even really a lag between like when I get something new. You know what I mean? Like from Black Panther and now Avengers about to come out, it just feels like damn, I didn't even get time to really like fiend for Marvel content. They already gave that shit to me. Like same thing with Netflix like TV shows. Like them bitches just be popping up. Like I just be like, damn, alright shit, I forgot that this was even a thing. New season them popped up, so.
Alright, let's try this one more fucking time. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Yeah, do it again.
3, 2, 1.
That was a big clap too.
Yeah, I tried a little over the head.
No, I mean, mine was big too. Mine was like.
Yeah, I mean, like, if there's anything else you want to highlight, can we move past indecent news?
Was there anything else in the list that y'all didn't talk about?
I mean, we talked about another tech shit. I don't think any of it was like.
Yeah, nothing like that.
I cared about really.
Oh, okay, fuck it then.
I mean, it's three of us, so y'all trying to do this One Piece centric discussion?
What is it?
Doesn't matter. You got.
Oh, I thought you had.
See, Gramps added some stuff.
You got a topic.
You got top music artist and then racial draft. The racial draft I kind of want to save, especially if it's Boku here, because I want to get player 5 stars. I know it's gonna be fun if you got some shit to say.
So he just gonna say something about grape juice. He gonna talk shit about Red Riot.
So
that's what happens every time.
We could do it from One Piece though, because it's just the three of us.
Do what?
Like the racial draft idea we had back in the day. Well, Gramps had back in the day. Because to me, other than that, I got the trash or lit thing that I've been keeping an eye on for a while for Katakuri.
You just posted that today, didn't you?
I did yesterday.
I thought I saw that
you got someone
on Facebook or something like that.
No.
You did Katakuri, but
No, I did.
No, that was
Junior.
And I said trash.
Alright, no, I saw it.
Yeah. Caps.
All caps. Trash.
Yeah, we can do Katakuri.
Alright.
No, I don't think he posted it though. Didn't we talk about it last week?
I didn't post a Jiren one. We did Jiren last week.
Oh no, yeah,
You're right.
The
video last week. So I was gonna post that like hopefully this week after the warm up from the post. Yeah. But yeah, I mean with Katakuri.
Let's get into the segment of trash or licks. We are going to do Katakuri.
I think it's trash. To be honest. There's a lot of hype on his name in the beginning, so it sucks for me to say that, but like, kind of like at the end, like how you guys were talking about Jiren, it's like, nope, he didn't end well, so I'd give him a trash overall.
I think he's great as a character on its own, but the author ended up making him. The author fucked him up in the end. That's what I think. Is what happened. That's my opinion on the matter.
Okay.
Do we have something in between trash and lit?
No.
Ooh.
You gotta pick one, man.
Ooh.
He's either a good character or a bad one.
I'm gonna go with lit then. If I have to choose, I'll go with lit. I don't think he's actually lit. If you're rating it the regular scale, I'd give it like a decent or decent plus. But
I wouldn't even give him a plus, man. That's a lot of respect.
No, I mean I don't have a problem.
I think he deserves a lot of respect, but
I don't have a problem with him as a character.
From a power standpoint, lit for sure. I guess. Like I don't like his actual ability. I mean, like from his power level standpoint, he's one of the strongest in the series so far. So yeah, sure lit for that. But I mean, like, if you're talking about what his actual ability was, it was pretty weak to me, and the copying, like, Luffy shit was, like, kind of garbage, and then when he pulled out his own original moves, I was like, this isn't even all that interesting. So I'm kind of like, the only one I really liked was like the block mochi and then maybe like the donut thing.
Pulling it up out of nowhere and
using
it to attack.
That was like the only two things I would say like maybe I fucked with. Other than that, I was just like,
honestly, you should have just drowned Luffy in a bunch of mochi and if it seemed like he was getting out, just keep on piling more and more on top of his ass. He would have eventually suffocated.
I guess so.
I mean, that's too logical for a One Piece fight.
That's what I'm saying. I think the author fucked him up or whatever. I think ass pull is what actually beat Katakuri, not Luffy.
Oh, I mean, we all know that.
But I still kind of respect Crocodile and I still kind of respect Don Flamingo, even though they took ass pull L's probably.
But my reason is, why wouldn't you respect Katakuri? Like, what is that?
So I think it's like, for me, it's like, the thing that most people maybe like about One Piece is like the joke art shit. That kind of like turns me off to a lot of the characters. And like with Katakuri, it was like, okay, initially he was kind of like just a serious guy, and I kind of liked that about him. But then it was like the whole mouth reveal thing. I was like, all right, this is killing me. And then they like did the little half, like they tried to make it serious again with this little flashback about niggas making fun of his mouth. But I still just didn't really. I didn't get enough for me to carry it from doing that joke.
The design.
I didn't like his design. His character, like as a person, I think just like, I don't know where he stood. I would give that like I would never give it a lit. I would say that.
See, I mean, like how you said with Crocodile and like Doflamingo. I mean, I think those are better characters, but again, those two were the pinnacle, were the bad guy, the big bad for that arc, if you know what I mean.
Like Katakuri, I would say.
No, he wasn't the big bad guy. We knew about for example, Doflamingo for hundreds and hundreds of chapters before they even fought. Like we just met Katakuri 20 chapters ago. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, I don't think he had time. Like, so I understand him not being on the level of a Doflamingo when we didn't have time to even understand who he is.
But I get all I'm hearing you say is like he's definitely still the big bad of that arc. I just think you're saying that like we didn't get like hype on him the way we didn't get to know him before that arc. But like to me, it's like we found out halfway into the arc that he was going to be the big bad. Like when with the other ones, we know as soon as we entered the arc, we knew when we entered Alabasta and they talked about Crocodile, cool, that's the nigga they gonna fight at the end. When we went into Don Flamingo's thing, we knew, okay, Don Flamingo's who he's gonna fight at the end. Big Mom, it was kind of like, all right, we don't know who this nigga's gonna be. Like, you know what I mean? And then, exactly. Big Mom. And then eventually we picked Katakuri.
We didn't know until at the end. Until they went into like the thing, we didn't really know.
But I'm just saying that doesn't make him not a big bad. It just means that like it was played.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So there was no setup for him. Like we didn't know about him beforehand. There was no like building of his like. But I think character beforehand.
I think it just sucks for it's just a bad thing. Just an example of why this arc just kind of doesn't work. But I think like in general, I would say of all the fights Luffy's had, I still want to see more of the person he beat, more or less, except maybe like the niggas in the beginning, like Don Creed, like fuck that nigga. Like,
you said you want to see Luffy beat who?
Like of all the people he's beaten, I think I've still been interested in knowing more about them even after the fight was over. Like Arlong, we still got some stuff about it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. If they brought him back, I wouldn't be opposed to it. NL, same thing. Crocodile, same thing. Doflamingo, same thing. I still think they're trying to set up Katakuri as an iconic fight for Luffy, but I don't care to know more about Katakuri after this. Like, I'm kind of done with it. If he pops back up in the story, like, really not gonna give a fuck. And I'm just gonna see it as like this is probably just to let us know that Luffy's now surpassed him, like, for real. Like, next time I see Katakuri show up, I'm expecting it to be like Luffy's easily beating him or doing something to show that these niggas are on par, but not anything like developing to the story. Like, Crocodile has a whole other piece of him that we don't even fucking know about that I'm interested to find out about. Like, there's a whole relationship with Whitebeard. There's like, what the fuck was this nigga doing on Ivankov's land, you know? Like, Don Flamingo, we got most of his backstory, but it's still like, okay, what's gonna happen to him next?
So you're saying that Big Mom's crew were to go down, you know, just completely get submerged as a crew. And then at some point, that was like a whole nother time skip. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be interested to see what the hell Katakuri is up to?
No, wouldn't care at all.
I would.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess he might be lit.
I wouldn't necessarily care about like in that scenario. I wouldn't care necessarily. But again, what's the not Mr. One? The guy who turns into sword.
Black guy, yeah.
I give no fucks about him.
No, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's Crocodile second.
But he wasn't iconic though.
To anyone in Doflamingo's crew,
Yeah.
I give no fucks about him.
100%.
Who else he
But
fought?
they weren't Luffy versus though, you know what I mean?
But I'm saying, my point is, they're still the second in command. They're still not the top guy, the top person.
But he's going completely based on the people that Luffy beat.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
I know, but like
bad for Luffy.
I think it's just Luffy is 4 people you don't care about either. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The only reason.
I agree. I brought him up.
Yeah, exactly. So
you have to remember who the fuck that nigga was.
I still don't really for real.
That's the nigga with the golden shield that
before they hit the Grand Line.
They got Sanji.
Yeah. So
oh shit, I was thinking about Buddy with the pointy head.
Yeah, see.
What is that? Lord of it?
The one that Luffy
Don Chow. Don Chinjao.
Tinjao.
Oh, okay. I saw you.
That's what I was
saying.
And there's that filler nigga too with
the slow beam.
Yeah. Is that what he is?
There's a guy who could make you move slow, and then there's a guy who
No, I thought that was like during
the Foxy Pirates guy. I think that's the name of it.
Foxy Pirates. That's
he's the slow beam dude.
Yeah.
Oh, was that wasn't a movie?
No.
Sorry, it's filler.
No, that's not filler. That's canon.
Oh, Foxy's a real
trash canon.
He did the
Afro. I'm pretty sure it's canon. I know
shit.
I don't know if that Afro thing. I know Foxy. He's like that arc was real though.
Oh, I fuck with them for that. He broke his hip. That's like a movie character they brought into the thing because his
it really did seem like a filler. But anyway, what was he talking about?
Oh
yeah. So I mean, even though Luffy still fought, another example. Luffy fought.
Who give a fuck about Lucci? Everybody want to see Lucci.
Rob Lucci?
Yeah.
But he also fought the door guy. Nobody gives a fuck about him.
No, but I'm talking about big bad fights in each of his arcs.
Like the strongest guy that Luffy beat within each arc.
Yeah. So Don Flamingo is one. Don Krieg is one because Don Krieg was like the pinnacle of that like Sanji fight. Even I guess the Foxy Pirate guy is one too. Don Flamingo, Crocodile, Katakuri. Who else might have been in it?
The Fishman.
Hardy Jones.
Yeah, Arlong.
No.
Hardy Jones, yeah, he counts as well. And
you care about Hardy Jones?
No, I'm saying he counts. I don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I mean, maybe they alternate.
But
Each arc he fights a nigga that's.
I don't know. Yeah, so what I'm saying
is Caesar. Was Caesar kind of like
technically he counts? Yeah.
But
I'm actually more interested in Caesar. Okay, I'm lying.
Yeah. Caesar's definitely done. But I'm saying, so it just happened that Luffy always fought the strongest person until now. You know? So I think it's really the strongest person you always care about the most. But it just happens that Luffy always fought the strongest person.
I still care about Jack.
Who?
Luffy hasn't fought him though.
I mean, even if he fights him, so
no, I'm talking about like Luffy fights. What I'm talking about. So I'm saying in the arcs where Luffy fights another crew, whatever, he always happens to fight the strongest. And the strongest person is always the most interesting for the most part, I guess. Right? But I'm saying that
they tend to get the most development. But he did try to put that respect on Katakuri's name. I just don't think any of it like hit. Like he gave him a flashback.
It barely gave us a flashback, man. Let's be serious.
If he gives you a flashback, he's still putting respect on
3-second ass shit, dude.
Gee, I don't give a fuck. If Oda gives you a flashback,
Hardy Jones got a flashback.
Yeah, you put respect on that nigga name.
That don't mean
Did you see
respect.
how much of fucking Capone got way more of a flashback than this nigga Katakuri? They just wanted to quickly throw something up in there and be like, oh, this is some lazy shit.
What was flashback? Just talking that he kills niggas in the past?
I mean, yeah, but that was more than what Katakuri had.
They showed scenes of his past?
Yeah, they showed. I mean, they didn't show like.
I don't count that as a. I don't count the hype they were putting on him as a flashback. I just count it as them just saying like that's what that nigga did. Like the flashback is legit like scenes when that nigga was young doing shit. Like Pudding got a flashback. They showed scenes of her doing shit.
Yeah, they just showed us one panel of Katakuri's flashback of him just standing there.
Niggas making fun of him, yeah.
How the fuck is that count? Okay.
I mean, look, literally, like when he does that, it's almost like he's trying to like map them to Luffy's story, like which Which one of Luffy's crewmates have we not seen cry as a little kid in the flashback?
Then you couldn't get more flashback time.
Yeah,
She part of the crew. Fuck it.
I mean, she's more important.
She part of the crew.
She's more
As a
important.
little kid, I think that's part of the criteria to join the Straw Hats, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. Look at the niggas in this crew,
She gonna be anything.
Tell me which ones we ain't got flashbacks
I'm
to
pretty
them
sure
crying.
niggas thought Vivi was gonna be part of the crew too.
Huh? Yeah, they did.
She is part of the
She
crew.
is. Yeah.
She is.
I don't remember, bro.
Yeah, no, she is.
I'm telling you.
She was on their ship for a while. She's a part of the crew.
Man, she's part of the crew.
Literally.
She is. She's just not wrong. But you know.
No, she was on the ship for a while. She's part of the crew.
Carrie probably might be an honorary member too.
Yeah, I think Carrot might be.
I would give it to Carrie, even though we don't know.
She never cried.
Even though we never got a flashback to Carrie.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, we did. For
Pedro.
Pedro.
No, and then that's going to my point.
Chop her off and just
Every relevant character gets a flashback.
Right, so Katakuri is considered relevant then because
He can be on the lower tier of relevant. He's still above Don Krieg,
But he
right?
was a big bad fight though. That's the problem.
Again, I'm telling you, like, I don't. The idea of a big bad, the idea of the big bad is different than what you're saying. I think the big bad is still the strongest person. The Big Mom is still the big bad. The big fight for Luffy is different than the big bad.
That is why he asked, "Are you gonna come back to beat that ass?" And Luffy was like, "Yeah."
I mean,
Because she's my big bad.
yeah, I mean at that point in the arc, yes, I 100% agree. Katakuri,
The big fight for Luffy,
Katakuri
yeah.
is a dragon to Big Mom. I agree with that concept. Though.
He's a what?
A drag. If we're using TV trope concepts, big bad is a trope. That's like what you're basically describing the definition of a big bad.
What do you mean dragon?
Dragon is
as a
like
monkey
so. Darth
dragon?
Vader was the dragon to the.
Oh, I thought you meant like dragon as a character.
No.
I was like, what?
No. Dragon is like a trope that means like the second in command or whatever.
Yeah,
so
I've never heard that before. Either.
Oh well,
Okay.
TV tropes. But either way, like Darth Vader's like the dragon to whatever. Like in Doflamingo's case, it would probably be more
Pika?
Virgo than it would be Pika. I would argue that it could be Virgo because Virgo
wasn't in
was.
that arc though, so can you really include that?
I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be related to her. It's just really like.
So is dragon just second in command?
Huh?
Dragon just means second in command, right?
Yeah. The trope dragon is like the dragon is like kind of like the second in command, or the person that's like blocking the gate to the big bad,
And
which is usually some strong ass person that 9 times out of 10 may be cooler than the big bad, because like Darth Vader was way more cooler than the Sith Lord, but he's his dragon.
But generally,
he's like the guy under him.
Usually, generally, the dragon is stronger than is weaker than the big bad.
It depends, because I mean, in this case, like, it really depends.
Darth Vader's he's stronger than
Because
the
think
Emperor.
about it, like if you're talking about comics and stuff, sometimes a big bad is just like a mastermind, but he had like a really strong dude to protect niggas from whatever, and he's like not actually strong himself, but his dragon protects like Han. So it's not necessarily always that.
And then what I'm saying, yes, even so, like that example is perfect, where like the big guy, the top guy is some mastermind. He's the brains, whatever, and then it's just some strong guy you got to fight.
Right.
You don't necessarily care about the strong guy, even though that's your big fight. That's your big fight for.
Who doesn't care about the strong guy?
I would say in general, people care about the mastermind,
You have their
as opposed to.
Darth Vader's way more important than the Sith Lord, dude.
Darth Vader wasn't just
He is the dragon to the Sith Lord.
But
Like if you look up
but
Dragon
the example I gave
was he the muscle?
huh?
He wasn't just a muscle. He killed the Emperor and became the big bad guy. So that's completely different. Than so I'm saying if it's just a guy who protects the Emperor, that's it. Like in general, you're gonna care more about the top mastermind. And I'm saying that's kind of what we're seeing with Luffy and them.
Yeah.
Even though that was a big fight for Luffy, and I get you're saying like I understand what you're saying. That's why, but I'm saying the reason you don't care that much about Katakuri is because he's not like he's not the top guy at the end of the day.
Okay. So if we take it back to being trash or lit, I don't give a fuck about Katakuri, so that makes him trash to me.
Yeah, and I understand you being right.
So the fact that, but he's lit to you because.
No, there's a difference. I said he's lit because there was no other option.
Because
it was trash or lit. I don't want to give him a trash.
He's closer to lit than trash.
So then the argument I want to have is why is he not trash? That's the one I'm trying to understand.
Well, the reasons that you gave that made you dislike him, I don't feel the same way.
Okay, that's fine. So explain why he's not trash to you then. I mean, just not feeling the same way as I feel doesn't really explain it to me.
You said you don't like the character. I'm fine with the character. Even with the whole mouth thing, that didn't bother me at all. His power, I thought him using Luffy's attack was was interesting to the point where Luffy, you still got, even though you still getting strong, you still got work to do.
Okay.
What else did you do?
I think his power is most similar to the Wax Buddy.
The Wax Candle guy?
Yeah. Because, Mochi is probably very similar to how Wax is or whatever. And considering how he was able to be so strong, given his power, I think that's pretty respectable to put on his name. So, I can't exactly say that.
He introduced the whole realm of possibilities with the whole seeing the future thing. Mm-hmm. That I'm sure people having whole discussions about what other, maybe, not even just the observation hockey, what other types of hockey can do.
Mm-hmm. Definitely agree with that in the beginning, that power was lit, but...
I don't just mean the power itself, I just mean that hockey isn't, there's different, there are other things hockey can do that kind of confirm.
Did we really get that from him though?
We did.
Just him? Was he the one that really started that we thought hockey could do other things than just like the three things we do? I just want to confirm. I felt like...
That's where I got it from. I mean, I didn't think... Until then, I haven't seen anyone do anything super crazy to the point where I was like...
who's up?
I don't think what he did was super crazy. To me, that's...
When he saw people far away?
Have we seen people like that before? I was asking.
I mean, I confirmed that it's kind of like what Rayleigh could do. He can feel an animal all the way across the island.
I thought that's basically what everybody did.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Except you're not using your eyeballs to see them. You can just see them around you.
That's why he couldn't actually see their face, but he was like an outline almost of. He kind of feel where they were, So I always thought that was the same thing. That's why I'm saying the seeing the future thing is something that is an offshoot of just what the typical person does.
We never saw somebody go level 2 or 3 within a category of any of the hockeys. Mm-hmm. So he did kind of introduce that aspect of it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we're not gonna change his mind. But.
Yeah, and as far as I guess things that would kind of give him negative points, I guess the only issue that I did have with him is being defeated by Luffy. But we all know that was
bullshit. It's not. There's no fault of his character.
Are you sure?
No, it's really right. I mean, that's the thing. I can say the same thing. I mean, why did Crocodile lose?
Huh?
Why did Crocodile lose?
Luffy just beat him. What do you mean?
What?
If I remember correctly, he just hit him with that sandstorm. He found the trick to his power.
There's no way. I don't even care if Luffy could touch him. He still should not have been able to be Crocodile.
Yeah, we know that there are some characters that Luffy shouldn't have beat.
That part was like a clear ass pull by the writer without any understand. No, Enel was like Luffy's exact opposite. So what are you talking about?
Enel could have just dodged that fucking big ass ball. Come on, let's be serious.
You talking when he was like a big fat ass thing?
Yeah. We all know he could have just easily dodged that shit and then proceeded to just heat that shit up and probably burn Luffy with.
I didn't see the Enel fight.
I mean, the same thing you said last week. You said Lucci fight was an ass pull to you, right?
The Rob Lucci fight? Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a reach, but I don't think... Like, the way I see the Katakuri ass pull was different than I see the other ass pulls. The other ass pulls were like, no, like, that doesn't make no sense. Katakuri was like, alright, I'm gonna try to make this make sense. So I stabbed myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I got that from any other ones. And maybe Don Flamingo, you could argue that with the gamma knife stuff.
Yeah.
But
see, I think with
other than that, I don't feel
fights,
like any of those
are intentional, and he intentionally didn't include it in the other fights. He did it in these fights because.
So to me, but those are flaws. Like that, the Katakuri stabbing himself is like a flaw of his character. You know what I mean? Like that happened to him. Like he did that. It wasn't like, oh, I'm a raw ass character and then ass pulls got me beat. It's like, no, I stabbed myself.
What's wrong with him stabbing himself?
I thought he still should have been way over Luffy.
No, but I'm saying that stabbing himself. Even though nobody stated it, I'm assuming that's the excuse for using for like his loss.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm saying in the previous ones that we've...
I mean, I don't know about...
In the previous ones that we've seen, we never got that. We never got something in the story that was like, wait, oh, Luffy beat you that way. You know what I mean? Because this thing happened to you earlier. Like, I was like, oh, you literally just beat that nigga.
So you rather just be a complete asshole than him try to...
No, but I'm saying that puts a lot less disrespect on the character than you just like self-hurting yourself and then losing.
I mean, it's a character of his that he's a man or something.
It partially adds to his character, but at the same time, to me, it detracts from it as well because it's like, okay, well then the loss semi-made sense. Like it wasn't like complete out of the box loss.
So you're like upset that the loss made somewhat sense.
Yeah, it shouldn't have made any sense. That's how he just
what? So you want him to just win? You prefer an ass pose?
I don't prefer it. I just prefer understanding that that's what happened. Like in this case, there's an argument to be had that like, okay, Luffy like legit beat him. Like we're just all saying that because we feel a certain way about Katakuri that he shouldn't have lost. But at the end of the day, like people can make a legit argument. Okay, well he stabbed himself, so Luffy was strong enough to beat him. Like if that nigga stabbed himself, he beat. Like people can argue that fight was legit. And the other ones that you're talking about, it's much harder to like make the argument of the win there.
No, it's easier.
It's hard to make that argument considering that they were both stabbed right in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have two characters, if you have two fucking Pokemon,
okay,
one's level 50, one's level 20.
Yeah.
The level 51 has 200 HP. The level 21 has 200 HP.
Right.
And they both get fucking stabbed in the stomach and they go down by 50.
Boys.
The one that's level 50 should still be much stronger than the one that's level 20.
But then you can't just look at it like that. It's like shit, I just had a great example in my head. It's more like if the two, either the level 50 and the level 20.
Yeah.
If the level 50 Pokemon, his defense was low, right? Mm-hmm. And then once you attacked him, his HP went down to like 2
dramatically.
And then Luffy's HP like
his barely goes down every time he gets hit.
Exactly. Or even like just in One Piece terms, if Cracker, for example, he's more susceptible to being attacked. His defense is trash. Yeah. So just because it's the same attack that you guys got hit with doesn't mean that you guys will get take the same damage. Is what I'm saying. Could
that be the whole idea of Big Mom's crew then? They all have high attack strength but low defense strength?
I don't think it's that.
Big Mom has extremely crazy defense strength, but her attack strength probably isn't as high.
I think them niggas just trash.
Every one of them is just trash?
Look, this is where I see it. Big Mom is their mom. And even though she was a dick mom, she's still their mom and she pretty much just handles shit for them. That's literally how I see they crew. Just like I see Whitebeard was like a father. He just coddled his fucking kids. That's why some of them niggas is weak. You just try to get, his goal is just to get a big ass family. Big Mom just got a big ass family. Like at the end of the day, if you strong, that's cool. That just mean I beat you enough so you got strong.
They're always because Luffy beat the dragon of the crew?
Who's strong?
So basically anybody weaker than Luffy is weak.
See, who's strong in Big Mom's crew?
So you don't,
Katakuri was the strongest.
You don't consider him strong then?
I consider Katakuri strong. But I consider, like, this is what I'm saying. It's like Katakuri, Big Mom. Like, it's just like, oh, there's a whole bunch of people kind of like in the same area.
Ace.
There's a good jump.
Whitebeard.
Huh?
Ace?
Hell no. There's other niggas in there. So you think Ace is the second strong?
Marco, no, I mean, Marco was there. Yeah, whatever. Marco, still the same thing. Whitebeard is way up there.
Right, 100%.
So you didn't like that either?
I mean, I thought everybody knew that.
I like Marco?
No, I'm saying you weren't a fan of the big power difference in that either then.
No, he said that 99% of the crew is weak as fuck, and then you have one or two niggas, and then you have the Yonko.
But I'm saying every big crew we've seen so far is like that.
Yeah, I know, which kind of sucks for them.
I mean,
it's just a fact of life.
I mean, is Oven trash though?
The people who are at the commander level are strong. And then there might be some people seasoned. Like, Big Mom is the first crew, I would say. Like, because Whitebeard's crew, I only thought of the commanders as strong. Big Mom is the first crew that I've seen niggas outside of who I would expect to be strong.
Yeah.
Actually seem like they could, like, do some work.
Yeah, because, I mean, they don't have a lot of guys that, like, fighting admirals, but they have a lot of guys that are decent.
Yeah, I would consider a couple of niggas in there, as, like, pre-Grand Line Luffy strong. That aren't commanders.
Pre-Grand Line Luffy?
Or whatever the fuck he was, like...
I mean, pre-New World Luffy.
Yeah, pre-New World, whatever.
I think they have a lot of guys in there that are stronger than pre-New World Luffy. If Luffy went in there before the New World... Give me some before the Sabondi arc that you think... I think Oven would beat him before. I think the Genie guy would beat him before. I think anyone with Haki would beat him before. I think the Candy guy would beat him before. I think Smoothie, Cracker...
Peril Sparrow?
Yes, he would.
He was stronger than Pedro.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Pedro is stronger than Luffy pre-time skip.
I had to disagree on the Oven thing. The other one, sure, I'll give you that.
What?
For real? You saw what he did on the Fisherman?
I can see him edging out Oven.
How?
Like, all that was a power of scale. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, an NL could have done the same thing.
But I'm saying he's
exactly.
Why is that a shit? Like, why is that?
That's why I said that NL shouldn't have lost to Luffy.
I mean, he lost. He lost because of like the matchup. That's strictly the only reason he lost. But I'm saying, like, I just think Oven is stronger than pre-time skip Luffy.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a reason to believe that Luffy would be if Oven has haki.
I don't see anything he did that Luffy couldn't like get over. Like he hasn't done anything, bro.
Like, he hasn't done anything though.
Right, exactly. When I see something, then sure,
I look at it the same way. The
genie guy give it to you. If you make a hockey argument, 100%, I'll give it to you. But
I look at it the same way. How can you say Luffy can beat him when you've not seen nothing from Oven?
I said I can't see him beating him or tying or whatever, but I definitely can't see a for sure lose. I don't see a clear lose.
See, I think the genie guy would beat Luffy for sure.
Huh?
I think the genie guy would beat.
I don't understand the fucking genie guy, so I don't
understand how he fights either. But I mean, he matched like Sanji's kick, and I assume Sanji's stronger than Luffy was pre-time skip.
Well, Sanji has haki. He definitely has haki.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I assume Sanji is stronger than Luffy was pre-time skip, and I just think Oven is stronger than the genie guy because he seems to be a higher ranking person than the genie guy. So that's why I made that assumption. I mean, it could be wrong.
We'll see.
But I think in general, I think the average person of Big Mom's crew may even be stronger than the average Whitebeard person.
Hold on. So would you not agree
talking about the soul motherfucker? To be
I consider like all the regular people like Oven and the genie.
Oh, I don't count those as regular motherfuckers.
What are they?
These are like specialists seasoned in the crew. I just feel like Whitebeard, I didn't expect that, but I guarantee you there was like one or two. Like there's the same amount of people probably that are in Big Mom's crew that were like seasoned in there as like, oh, he's like pretty strong or like the next up to commander level. There's gotta be some of those in Whitebeard's crew. We just didn't see them.
I mean, my thing is though, I mean, I can understand you hating like Big Mom's crew, like the theme of their crew, like the characters, but like how can you deny like their strength?
How am I denying it? I don't see like.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that they're all like weak.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we thought that's what you were doing.
That's what we were just talking about, I thought.
Oh, I don't think I was saying that. I don't see them as weak. I just saw.
You just don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like them, and I saw that like when I was doing this, I was saying like that the power. I'm just talking about the relative power gaps between like the groups. Like the commanders are on a certain tier. There's like a couple of people in the like low tier that might be like little spikes, but if we take the overall average of them niggas, they're like significantly lower than the commander niggas. Like that's the way I saw it. Like they were all super shocked that he beat Katakuri.
So then you just hate that. I assume it's like that for every Yonko, right?
No.
I really do think so. Because I mean, you're not gonna have a bunch of strong niggas.
For right now, sure.
I think it's a safe assumption to make.
I think the only person who might be different is Shank's crew.
No, I don't think so either. Because the main people we see, but if you remember when Mihawk went to meet Shanks on the island, there was a shit ton of people. And they all not strong. There's no way.
I give you that, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of the amount of strong niggas we're gonna see, they were highlighted way more than 3. That's what I'm trying to say. There's way more than 3 highlighted for Shanks, and there's way more than 3 highlighted for Whitebeard. Like, he had multiple commanders. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just 3 commanders in Whitebeard's crew. He had a whole bunch of other niggas. Then he had his, like, various alliances of niggas, too, who, I guess if you want to count those as a part of his crew, I would say those are the equivalent to, like, the Ovens and the Daifukus of Big Mom's crew.
But then it wasn't
like,
considered.
That one
So you're
nigga
saying it's basically like those other crews that are following Luffy. Like fucking, what's the name of the giant? Well, basically all of those niggas.
Yeah, will eventually be the equivalent to the Daifukus and Lord Ovens of
what you're saying.
Big Mom's crew. Yeah. Like,
So
as
then-
Luffy grows, them niggas that are his core niggas will somehow develop into a commander, whatever structure, but these alliance niggas, because he's not going to add more to his crew, but these alliance niggas, their follow crews will equal a fodder, and then the captains of those fodder crews will equal, like, oh, hey, here's a specialist that can do some shit.
That's the same as Whitebeard. So just because Whitebeard, like, his structure was different and he had more commanders, that don't mean they were any stronger than Daifuku or Oven, is what I'm saying.
Where am I? I'm not arguing that. Am I?
You just said that Big Mom only had 3 commanders, but then Whitebeard had a bunch of commanders. So I assume what you're saying is that because he had commanders, that means they're strong.
No, I mean like I don't know what the relative power level of those commanders.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess if they all go against each other, they're equivalent. And there's probably like his 3 top commanders that go against Big Mom's 3 top, and then those other seasoned commanders probably somehow mix in with like the Daifukus and Lord Ovens, and then there's probably like the alliance niggas that just mix in with the rest of the special niggas that don't have a commander mention. Like that's just the way I see it.
And then I assume Jack is the same way. He has what, 3 commanders?
Yeah, I would see a Jack as being more of a similar to Kaido.
Yeah, Kaido.
I would see Kaido as being similar to Big Mom structure, just from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, because the guys who were with Jack, they were trash, right?
Yeah, they were garbage.
So
but they were probably still semi-specialist niggas. I mean, they got names and shit, I think.
So I'm saying they still. I'm just going off strength wise. On the structure wise, I'm pretty sure it's the same as Big Mom. It's like 3-4 strong niggas, and then everyone else is.
But I mean, you gotta think like, what's his face is in his crew right now? X-Drake. So X-Drake's in his crew, and then there's a nigga that we've seen X-Drake fight that I don't think is a commander.
This is the same as Capone being in Big Mom's crew.
Right. But who? I mean, my question is just like, I don't know.
Again,
I think we're just talking about the same thing. So
and then even with Big Mom's crew, like those you seen in the most recent chapter, those guys with the black silhouettes. I don't know. They can be.
What am I arguing here? I think we agree.
I assume you've been talking like that they're not strong.
I'm not saying that. So you guys were taking this as me saying that they're weak as shit. I'm not saying they're weak as shit. I'm saying there's a bunch of special niggas that are up there, and then there's like these commander niggas, and then there's Big Mom. Like, I just saying the power gaps between those two are different. Like, that's it. Like, maybe the specialist niggas might be...
The power gap between the commanders and the specialists?
Yeah. No, the specialist niggas, those might be the ones that, like, the power gap is just a little bit closer. But I'm just talking about their whole class is still fodder. They're still in the fodder class. They're just, like...
What class? Who class of who? The specialist people you talking about?
Yeah, they're still, like, in the terms of the crew, we don't see them as anything. They don't have a special title. They're just, like, the other niggas besides the commanders. So they just happen to be some secretly strong niggas in the, like, fodder tier.
I mean, because I think you're skipping, like, a group.
Yeah, when we get a name for that, then I'll talk about it.
There's 3 groups. The fodder group, the commander group, and the young group.
No, I think it's 4 of them. I think
you're
the fodder,
saying the specialist group is...
The fodder, the people above the fodder, but not the commanders.
What
the commanders. I mean,
once we get a name for them, I'll put all them niggas in there. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, he just made up a name specialist, right?
Yeah, so they're all up in there. Count Chicken, Lord Oven, Daifuku. Welcome to the specialist group. So overall, Lit's trash. Katakuri's lit. Watch these main highlights.
That was a nice little throwback to
we
the
might as well
old
start with
One
One
Piece.
Piece at this point.
That was a throwback to the old One Piece long debate.
It's the same thing too. It's like he don't understand what he's saying. I don't understand what he's saying. And like it just goes and goes.
Yeah, we might as well start with One Piece. Get that out the way. So
trash.
I don't really have much highlights besides Oven heated them niggas up. That was kind of petty.
They trash.
That put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
I was just actually really sad because, you know what I mean, I see the fishermen as black people, so I was like, damn, y'all black people came out to help the one strong black nigga that y'all had join a white nigga crew, and all y'all niggas got killed for that shit.
Everybody got Gramps. That was something. I thought they would at least have something.
My heart goes out to the fishermen crew.
I thought they would at least have some kind of fish that were like, oh yeah, I love heated water.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed at how Oven just did them like that, real talk.
They basically got cooked, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, damn, he's literally like boiling these niggas alive, and we just like chilling. Like, no, he's like killing these motherfuckers.
Niggas about to eat them. Real shit, Big Mom.
Somebody gotta punch Oven in his mouth. That's my thing. Like, I don't give a fuck about Daifuku. I don't know why we keep trying to like do Sanji Daifuku. We already know what I want to see, which is fucking Oven and Sanji. Like, just get this shit done.
What's the name? Dad go come back and draw his ass.
Who the fuck is Judge fighting? These are questions that I did have. Like, in all these little like background scenes, there was some silhouette. I think it was Snack. I think Snack rolled up on
somebody was saying that they
the big one, the big silhouette was Snack, and then we don't know who the Scythe guy was.
Snack rolled up on him. I think that was the same guy that tried to get them before with the moonwalk. If there's a guy with a Scythe, I'm guessing it's either that. There's only 2 Scythe niggas
jumped in the sky that tried to get that sun.
There's only 2 Scythe niggas.
The Scythe guy in the silhouette, he was skinny.
Okay, so the only other Scythe nigga that we know is the dude that came to visit.
He was Mortician. He was in skinny like
shit.
The Mortician had a Scythe.
He was in skinny.
The niggas that came with whatchamacallit. I don't know what that nigga looked like. I just know we only see 2 niggas with a Scythe. Huh?
His bill was like yours, but taller.
Oh, I mean, could be him. You never know.
I mean, I don't know, but yeah, maybe Snack and some other guy, but Judge is trash. He's probably gonna lose.
He's about to get dropped, nigga.
Stop.
What?
You bullshitting. You trolling us.
You never know. Like, y'all need to look. Why do we act like all of these artists don't do the exact same shit? We ain't got no like one-on-one fights really with these basic niggas. We gotta get at least 3 or 4 of them bitches off before like it really ends. So I see Judge actually having a legit fight. So if he dies again, fine. He go ahead and die.
So we finna put Judge up there with Who Rolled.
Why wouldn't we? He was biting his son, I guess. Like when Sanji rolled up on him, he was fighting him.
Didn't this nigga get cheated?
I mean, yeah, Sanji cheated a little bit. I mean, no, Judge cheated a little bit.
Hell yeah, he did.
So he cheated a little bit.
I don't care. I mean, he's still Judge, bro. Like, he didn't die at the end of it. But, I mean, Snack has lost. He's former, bro. He already got slapped as a former nigga, so I have no problem with Judge beating that nigga.
You said he's now.
Luffy has beaten Katakuri. Like, I don't give a fuck about Boruto. I do not give a fuck. Like, they can do whatever the fuck they want. I'm not putting no type of, he shouldn't get. Luffy beat him just like, hey, bro, you beat him.
That doesn't make sense anymore.
Judge, whoop his ass, bro.
First off, I don't think Judge is gonna get a fight. I don't think he's gonna get an on-screen fight.
I mean, I think he'd get a fight so he could die.
Why does he deserve?
If he does, I'll be upset.
Bless him, man. He just needs to die at this point.
No, I think they're really about to wrap the arc up. I really think so.
This shit about to die.
I would have hoped it was wrapped up by 900. They would have just said, you know what, Big Mom dropped, and everybody fucking rolled off.
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
Yeah, I think they're about to wrap it up though. I mean, what do you think about the?
I mean, they blew the ship up.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
A lot of people think
I
it's
don't know
not
what's
real.
gonna happen.
A lot of people think.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that it's Big Mom's vision. Well, vision, but like her, you know, kind of like a
Hallucinating.
But in actuality, she's going around eating a bunch of people.
Which would be kind of dumb to me, because why are we looking at it from Big Mama's perspective?
I don't get that either. Yeah. I thought they really just.
If in the flashback, okay, I'm like fine, because it's Big Mama's flashback. But in real time, why would we be looking at it in Big Mama's perspective?
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely weird because
they're April Fools.
I mean, they on break, so whatever. Fuck. I like.
Well, the chapter officially comes out on Monday, the day after April Fool's Day, so it's kind of like.
Let me put it this way.
You know, April Fools.
I don't give a fuck. Let me be completely honest about it. Like, I read that part and I really didn't know what to make of it. So I just was like, I'll just see what happens when the chapter comes out.
You should go ahead and cut that.
I have no theory.
You should cut that Kendrick Lamar up in there. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's how you feel right now for the whole chapter at this point.
Look, I want to see Judge fight. I mean, at this point, I want to see these fighter niggas do something.
I want to fight.
Get him out of here. I don't want to see any of the other fights. I don't
give a damn about Judge, dude.
I don't want to see any of the Germa fight at all. Fuck them. Let them die.
Who's back on the Power Rangers name?
That nigga's getting sprayed up right now.
Who?
The German.
Who?
They getting shot up.
They getting sprayed up right now. So if they die,
it's all a ploy.
So if they die,
it's all an elaborate ploy.
Yeah, I don't care what.
First of all, I'm blown by both the shit that's coming out of y'all mouth. Because I swear to God, when this arc started, y'all trying to put so much fucking respect on the German. Rage will appear. Blah blah blah, talking all this good shit. I swear to God, I wish I could go back to these episodes.
I guarantee on my life.
You was putting a lot of respect on the German name. I was putting so much respect on Rage. You name. Y'all was hyping.
No, I definitely didn't.
Y'all was blowing their head up.
I'm pretty sure you did.
No, I'm telling you I did. I fucking hated the German.
I hated them too.
You might be thinking of a different friend group.
No,
yeah, bro.
Y'all niggas like to go back on shit. I'm gonna have to start when y'all do
look for it.
I'm gonna start marking that shit so I can just bring it back to you.
I know when they backtrack. I never was a fan of the German because they always think they were trash.
No, I'm a fan of Ranger, but
I thought she was trash too.
I'm not talking about it. I ain't talking because of power.
Oh yeah, I mean power wise. I mean that's all they care about in One Piece.
Either way, man. Skip. It's a hard skip on.
Because I was upset that Sanji couldn't beat them, and I was like, they trash. Why can't you beat them, Sanji? Because remember when he lost the fight? So
that was hard skip for me. Y'all got anything I'm saying?
No, not really.
Alright, Boku no Hero, man. This
trash skip.
Oh, I fucking enjoyed that shit, man. Gentle is up there. I'm putting hella respect. I'm enjoying this because I didn't expect anything at all from Gentle, and he's turning the game around in every corner, bro. So
he's fighting a little kid.
I thought this shit was good.
He's fighting a freshman.
He fought like Deku, yeah. He fought like Deku a little bit. But I didn't think he was gonna do shit.
No, but he's fighting a freshman, like a little kid.
I mean, yeah, when you put it that way, sure.
If he fights any real hero, he would get his ass bodied.
First of all, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Yeah, we gotta stop saying that shit. You talking about these top 10 heroes?
Yes, nigga, that's all I know about. Yeah.
Yes, those are the top 10, but there's a lot of basic, regular heroes that literally just walk ladies across the street.
The gene
Like,
is.
fuck out of here.
Who's that?
You know the genes, dude?
He top 10. He definitely
Yeah,
top
top 10. He trained that. I mean, trained Boku, go boy.
Take that shit back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man, tighten your whole clothes up on him.
Nah, really, I think that's what he did for real.
You gotta relax, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm putting a lot of respect on Gentle Name. I'm enjoying this this little fight, and I like that he's like a different kind of villain. We're not. He's like, I ain't with that whole League of Villain dumb shit. Yeah. I just like to, I'm trying to grow this YouTube channel out here. So I fuck with that type of villain where it's like his goals aren't. He's not trying to hurt nobody. He's actually being smart about shit. So I thought it was good.
Yeah, and he actually had no intentions of hurting that one guy that was sitting down there just watching the whole thing. He was like, yeah, of course, if you didn't block this shit, I would have went down there and just bounced the beam back up, of course.
Right. Of all the chapters we experienced in this arc since that fight.
Oh, it's the best by far.
This is the best one.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm still not a big fan of it though.
The biggest thing that I like about this chapter was when Gentle was like bouncing all over the place or whatever. And I was like, okay, low-key, this is good training for...
It kind of reminded me of what that guy do tonight.
Yeah, the guy.
You roll up on him.
What's the guy who we got it from? What's the name? No. Yeah, him, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is definitely what he needs right now. Because he needs to work on predictability.
I guess the caveat to his power is that he can't turn the elasticity off. Because I thought it was going to be something a lot more hard, but like that's not really that nerfing to me. Like that doesn't nerf his power at all. You just... I mean, it just sucks for whoever has to deal with it after the fact, and it's a bunch of elastic shit, but I thought it was going to be something that's more like, oh, I can't, I didn't really get his air barrier move either, but...
I mean, I guess it also sucks that he has to touch the object, because if nigga can't touch you...
No, he has to touch you.
That's a lot of niggas.
He doesn't touch you.
A lot of niggas that are touch base, though.
How was he...
He touches the air.
Oh yeah,
because
he comes in
they show a quick one where he does They show a quick one where he does like this,
like do certain.
He does with his hand or with his foot. Like when he bounced off the air, you can see he was using one foot to swipe the air, and then he used the other one to like bounce off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not that good then.
But yeah, no, I mean, I enjoyed that. I'm interested to see what that little girl's power is. If they for so confident this gonna stop Deku in this track, I gotta see what the fuck this shit is.
Right.
I got to. So
she's probably gonna like pause him. She's actually gonna be what Lock Drop's power should have been. She's just gonna pause the nigga where he is like she's a remote control or some shit.
Interesting. All right. On to did any of you read Boruto?
Yeah, I did.
I don't read Boruto.
Oh. All right. Let's do One Punch Man. Then we might be able to scrape over a little bit. I don't think there's much here. There's a very like jokey chapter. A lot of I like that they're building on the world. That's what I'll say. Like the whole monsters, real monsters versus like man-made monsters. I thought was interesting.
That's the thing.
Yeah, like the second half of it, there was like the vampire was talking about that.
What vampire?
There was like it was 100 pages, so
I read it all though.
It was like towards the end. He just had like a little cape on, and he was just like, "Oh, you fake monsters." It's right before the pretty prisoner part. And that's all they want, bro. Are those prisoners niggas keep raped in jail? I'm 100% betting that these niggas got raped.
Of
and
course.
He was like, yeah, we turned into monsters to fuck this nigga up.
Oh, of course. This is dude. I didn't even question it. I was like, yeah, he raped all of them.
See, as soon as I see him,
Bro, y'all read a different chapter than me.
So he was on there.
You have to read a different chapter than me.
Did you read 100?
Yes, I was there. Yes.
Did you see the hot pot?
I mean, I was at work though.
You see the part about when they were eating the hot pot?
Yeah, then they all went crazy trying to get the shit.
They got knocked out?
You read the right thing.
Oh, that's why you got knocked out?
Yeah.
I didn't know why.
They were all super powered as fuck.
Right.
I'm surprised the Ice Girl stayed
alive. That's why.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I was like, why the fuck is this nigga on the floor?
They basically use their powers to grab that food. I'm just surprised that Fubuki, whatever, it's Fubuki.
Oh yeah.
And what's her face stayed alive.
Oh, wasn't there only one girl there?
No, I'm talking about his robot dude. The guy who made Genos, he was also like doing it. He ain't get knocked out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Genos, he can fight with them regular niggas.
No, I'm talking about Genos. I'm talking about the dude who made Genos.
Oh,
sitting at that table.
I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same. I was thinking about him. I was like, how is this nigga not getting
But I guess he's a robot now?
Is he though?
I don't know. I thought that's what he was saying.
He may be up there.
He came in with an Iron Man suit.
Yeah, I thought he was a robot. Nah, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, Hot Pot, the character development, plot development on the monsters. I didn't really give a fuck about the whole kids in jail shit. I thought that was kind of stupid.
The who?
The kids meet each other in jail and they're like, oh, we're gonna buddy up, and then they're like, no, we got comments for everybody. That was literally just there to introduce that there's some up. Oh, that was the thing. Flashy Flash. Put a lot of respect on that nigga's name.
I still don't give a fuck about him, man.
I gotta see now. Like, I'm interested in the hype. Has he fought before?
You put respect on his name?
Those two ninja dudes.
Yeah, the ones that
I think they say he's strongest combat.
The ones that dropped speed of Sound Sonic because they were way faster than him.
So who's Flashy Flash?
Flash Flash
He's the top asshole of the A-class heroes.
Like, if you saw a TV show, he was a nigga that was like, he was like a cocky.
He's the one that's a singer. And
That's his name?
Yeah,
Flashy Flash.
So they put a lot of respect on that nigga name. So now I'm interested to see the fight because I haven't seen him fight.
I can't wait to see him get dropped.
The two ninjas. The two niggas saying
on them two? No. He's definitely easily working on
probably not from them two, but he's gonna get dropped.
Oh, sure. I think he's up there though. I think he's stronger than most S class too.
Most?
Yeah, most.
Woo! Black guy? Is he better than Super Hello Dark?
Yeah, I think so. But you call it the two ninjas are talking about Flashy Flash. What did they say?
They just said that he's
I don't know any of this shit at all.
strongest combat, I want to say.
I thought they said something about his speed or whatever.
No, it was something about raw power. They said something raw power. In
Compared
the
to
Hero
who?
Association.
To Flash.
In the Hero Association, they say he got the strongest raw power.
Even though that's clearly not correct.
No, it's not. I mean, but niggas don't know who Saitama is, bro.
I mean, they don't know who anyone is.
I mean, is he stronger than Bane? I don't think so.
I mean, nobody's fought Bane.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing, though. A whole little kid on that suspect shit, child emperor or whatever, with their whole like, I think, since they live in the city, I'm just not gonna contact them niggas because they might be traitors. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Yep.
But
what?
He was
you don't remember?
No, I remember that part, but I'm saying like I don't care about that. They're gonna die.
I mean,
they don't want to take their strong niggas. Okay, they don't take King. Oh, no, he did want to take King.
We just gonna take a bunch of C-class heroes. Yeah. What the fuck is that gonna do? You can't win by numbers, my nigga.
These niggas dumb.
I'm trying to find where they were talking about fake heroes, fake monsters. I mean,
where you at?
Man, you just gotta look for
71.
You just gotta look for a random.
Yeah, you might have passed it.
I mean, I already say
it's past that bug god stuff.
I've been going 5 by 5.
Oh no.
It's before that.
Past it, yeah, it's before that for sure. Oh, because that's when they're putting respect on everybody's name. Go to like 50 something.
I remember that part, yeah.
Go to like 50 something. Are you at 50 something? Go back some more, 40 something.
No, that's 62 and 57.
Keep going. Alright, yeah, right there. Oh no, go back some more. Like a couple pages now. Like 2 pages. That's him. That's the vampire there. Oh, fucking rhinoceros wrestler. Yeah, no, there wasn't a whole lot of.
They showed him earlier, right?
Probably, but like these raw power feats don't like mean shit to me, bro. They.
How was he not?
Saitama, bro.
How was he not the Rhino from Ninja Turtles though?
There was a Rhino in Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
There we go. In terms of real fighting power, none in the Hero Association come close to Flashy Flash. That is a respect on his name. So
maybe he's from their dojo.
Watch out for him.
So they think that he
might got them bang hands, bro. He might get them silver fangs.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he's stronger than Silver Fang. Yeah, what is Silver Fang?
I don't know what's up. Look, man, I just a word to the mangakas out there, bro. If you're gonna have like secret strong people, just make them look like they might be up there, bro. Because I'm not getting any of this respect from Flashy Flash. When I met
I don't even know what he looks like.
at the end, I was still like, I think Genos could beat you.
I don't know what he looks like. I have no idea what he looks like at all. But I'm just saying, I do remember he's like the guy like that stopped. Like he was like, I stopped niggas from getting the S class.
Yeah.
And he was an asshole.
Yeah.
And he seemed like he can be a bad guy. So I think he's above Genos for sure. I don't think it's a question.
When I kept seeing that nigga, I was just like, I just see.
You seen him once?
I've seen a couple of times.
Oh.
Based on me knowing how the fight ends with this Monsters Association, he doesn't seem like he's all that to me. So
he gets bodied.
Everybody's gonna get bodied except for Saitama.
No, bro.
Everybody.
Well, I mean, we're not surprised that Genos.
You think he's stronger than Tatsumaki?
No.
Okay.
Can't be. He can't be, but
that's why I didn't say. I said most S class like the niggas in
Super
10, 9, they trash.
Super Alloy, Metal Knight,
Metal Bat.
Metal Bat, fuck with.
No, you think he can be?
He could probably beat Metal Bat.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because
Garu
beat Metal Bat.
Damn, we on that with Metal Bat?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but can he beat Garu though?
We on there with that nigga.
I don't think he can beat Garu.
I think Garu's like Luffy. That nigga, he could take.
He's a villain main character.
He's a character syndrome. Literally, his defense is like
he gets stronger while fighting.
He literally woke up
Metal
and was
Bat.
like, oh shit, on my wound seal. I was like, nigga, how the fuck did that happen?
Exactly.
No, he said it's starting to stick to his clothes.
Yeah, but the
Meaning some other shit.
He just got angry and moved on with his life.
I think he's turning into the monster right now.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
That's why his eye is like that too.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that. See, I never took One Punch Man that way, so I just read it very surface level.
No, I do it too. I don't remember this entire section. I don't remember at all.
But you forgot when I told you that he's going to turn into a monster?
No, I remember that, but I forgot that they gave him a monster cell. That's what happened. So I just
he didn't need it.
He didn't need a monster cell.
Oh, okay. So how you gonna turn into?
He's gonna turn into a monster
naturally
on his own.
Yeah.
I thought that nigga just ate
He calls himself a monster all the time anyway.
That's probably how the first monster came around.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. There's a lot of characters who turned into monsters based on something that they had a huge fascination for.
Remember the guy in the fucking
monster?
Yeah, the guy that said Tama before he was like super strong. He's a regular nigga.
A crab nigga. He said, I ate so many crabs I turned into one.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
And then he turned into a crab nigga.
Yeah. This story deeper than I thought. Shit. Oh.
No, I mean that means it's not as deep as you thought.
It's definitely deeper than I thought. It's
different. It's just dumb.
Something from like the beginning of the story is like a premise to turn a character, like a major character into a monster. Like what the fuck?
I mean, I think it's always been like that.
Picked up on that shit.
I assume like the first monster came around somehow, and then also the only reason I thought of that the Garu thing is because you said that. Well, I think you showed me the page actually. The monster thing just fell off of him after he was done the fight.
Like huge shit.
So I was like, oh, you're not a real monster. You're just like some fake shit. Pretty much. Basically. I don't know if you remember, but
no, I know.
Yeah,
but I mean, he was put respect on Garu names.
It's like he's essentially wearing the shell of a monster.
I guess so. All right. Other than that, I just have to put quick respect.
Promised Neverland? Did we do Promised Neverland?
Oh no, we didn't. But I was 5 seconds to put respect on Boruto. That shit with they bringing the frogs back. That's all I can say.
You mean the toads?
Oh, he was an evil frog too.
I was like, what the? I thought they.
I thought
when Naruto went Sage mode?
Yeah, no, the big one is another big one.
Yeah, he called that nigga Gamma, so I was like,
who?
He called him it's Boiler Gamma or something. I guess he got like heat attribute or something like that. Yeah. I don't know, but if they're gonna go put respect on some of his names, I'm here for Boruto because that's really all that's what I missed from Naruto. They just started introducing some of this and never explaining shit. So if they're gonna go back to that,
we got a good explanation.
Sasuke was like garbage.
Oh no, that was trash. That was trash. But we understand how some of this come about.
That nigga talk to him.
That was one chapter 2. After that, he went back to snakes.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
So, and then even Pain, because Pain had a path that
he had a path summons,
but none of them were special. So I was just
all trash.
I'm hoping they develop that. But yeah, what were you saying?
But I thought what's the guy's name? Their master, the third's grandson.
Konohamaru.
Yeah, Konohamaru. I thought he was gonna say something about because I mean he fuck with the frogs too. Yeah. So I'm like, do you know this nigga?
Hey, bro, you a trigger?
I thought he gonna hit up Gamabunta hey bro, you got one of your niggas out here wilding, bro. Get his ass.
Solid and everything, bro.
But no, his ass trash. He really is trash.
It's an interesting art. I'm interested for sure.
No, yeah, it's cool. I mean, I just hate monthly shit.
Yeah.
If you're gonna hit me with a monthly thing, hit me with hella chapters like One Punch Man. Boruto still be like 20 chapters, 20 pages. I mean.
All right.
Hunter x Hunter came out with another chapter, right?
Yeah, it wasn't anything I could put respect on though. I read it, but it wasn't too much hype.
So you gotta wait for another 2 months for another.
Oh yeah, no, it's about to go on hiatus. So R.I.P. to Hunter x Hunter. It was nice to have you back.
So he's going to another one? He said it at the end of the chapter.
At the end of the chapter, he said, going to be taking a break.
What is wrong with this nigga, bro? Like, I don't get it at all.
Damn.
But really, what is wrong with that nigga? Like, why? Just tell someone the story, let somebody else draw it. It's not hard.
There must be a video game coming out. So, other than that, on
Far Cry 5.
Promised Neverland, what happened there? Oh, them kids finna get fucked up.
Like we expected, the Nomu, Nomu was the chick, I think. Okay. The black figure is about to turn up.
Yeah, he dodged the whole ass bullet and everything.
Uh-huh.
And he about to grab the Gilda lookalike girl.
And was having a chat with Lewis.
Yeah, that... I'll come back to that. The other part is that them niggas got caught up. So I don't know if we're gonna actually see some kids die. Mm-hmm. But I'm interested to see if they got the strats. Cause I feel like this is like a strat test. So if they got the strats to survive this, they definitely can join the crew and excommunicate some of them little kids out there, bro.
You're right.
So I'm interested to see how they're gonna survive this without the bullets. I think them kids seem fucked to me. Yeah. Being completely honest.
Unless Muff was doing a random snipe on his ass.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just surprised that it didn't work. Did they just wait too long? Because to me, I'm trying to think of the time frame that happened. Like, first they saw him crying. Then they were just like, oh, I guess they were all taken aback by the fact that demons have feelings, which I'm still a little iffy about.
I mean, but
I was like, why didn't they just take the opportunity then?
I mean, one of the guys was sitting there just getting pissed, right?
Yeah, he was getting mad because he was like, why the fuck y'all feeling sad about this shit? You know how many fucking humans you killed?
Yeah.
But still, I just thought that they were just kind of being stupid.
No, I thought they said they couldn't get a good shot on him.
Oh, maybe that's what it was then. But yeah, so after that, and then he started eating his sister, which I was kind of like, what does this mean to the overall story?
About them eating each other?
Yeah, is this like going to be a power-up statement, or is this just like being said for like some type of excess?
I think it's just a culture thing. If somebody in your clan dies, you eat them so that, I guess maybe they are the ones that remake themselves, perhaps.
Because so that's after reading this chapter, that's what's become like the debate in my head. Is Promised Neverland going down in a Kami kill road where the questions are going to start to raise about, okay, who's really right, who's really wrong in this situation, right? Are we going to see more demons complaining about what happened in the past when humans were around? Like, oh yeah, y'all making it seem like we was even, but actually y'all was like subjugating us, abusing us, we were slaves and shit. You know what I mean? Are we going to get some demon sympathy along the way? Or is like, it's just going to be like these demons are just complete monsters and we're just going to get like a horror action type of manga? But this chapter is what kind of brought that up, because since they felt some kind of way about him crying, I'm like, oh, are they trying to go this Akame got killed, right? Make us start thinking, like, have sympathy for the demons and, like, actually feel for them when they die? Or are we going a different way with this? We'll see. What else do I want to add from that chapter? So back to the Lewis and Emma thing. Yeah, so that kind of came off as, like, just a chess match to me. Like, because basically, like, Emma's being used by Lucas as like a
pawn.
Yeah, like they were basically, Lewis and Lucas were playing chess like this whole time, is what it felt like. And Lucas was like, hey bro, alright, this is my next move. And then Lewis was like, oh, that's interesting, let's see how this rocks, you know?
I mean, the only thing that can help or hurts whatever happens within the situation is when Ray and No Name come out of nowhere. That'll be like a hidden piece that, remember, they're just getting there.
Oh yeah, right.
And whatever they do, that's going to be the crutch behind it all.
That could help them with the mascot. The ones that don't have the bullets, that could be their entry point.
You sure?
They don't.
I would have thought that they would have came in for the.
He's not needed anywhere else right now.
I mean, you never know if the two kids that were supposed to be attacking her might.
You gotta put that thing back on.
No, that
The
thing
camera?
was. But,
No, I left the SD card at home, and then I don't know where the extra battery is.
yeah.
So let me get it back again. 3, 2, 1. Okay. What were you saying?
Yeah, we never know if. Well, I think that it would be more reasonable for them to come in with the Lewis situation than with this other guy whose name that I can't remember. Because you never know if the other two kids could potentially still make it to where they are and use their little special bullets on them. At some points, maybe after a kid or two dies.
To me, I just see it as like, okay, well, No Name and what's his face Ray could show up, save them, and then it would be like kind of a confusion on, okay, well, we're looking for Emma, so then there's like a side story that goes on with them of trying to get to Emma, and then Emma and the Lewis fight, you know? So I just would have assumed that they would do it more that way, like have them get lost in the force a little bit, do some other shit. Maybe Ray has like some development he wants to show, or they're trying to show a different part of Ray's character. It'd be better if he did that before he met Emma than after, because then it's gonna be like kind of separated between the two of them. Like they put respect on Emma's name individually, and then they put respect on Ray and No Name's name. Then that's like, I see that more than them just pulling up on him automatically. But what you said is completely valid too. So, yeah. Other than that, that's all I have for Promised Neverland.
Same thing.
All right. Did Boruto. What else was there? I mean, 7 Deadly Sins. I don't really have much respect to put on there. What happened most recently? Oh, they did you read the most recent chapter?
I think so.
Where buddies like they put respect on the demon that don't be saying shit or don't got a mouth.
Oh, he was fighting Rosa and then switched
but then the
his
whole
ass
dumb
and then-
bitch got in the way.
Yeah, stupid.
Stupid as hell. But yeah, I'll appreciate that. I'll put respect on her name for putting respect on that nigga name, because I thought they was both just gonna die as shit characters. They actually like, I was like,
No, she did.
Oh, okay. she definitely did, but I'm mad.
But she ain't died yet. But
I'm mad
she
at her for doing two stupid things. One, walking up close there, and two, doing the same exact shit that got her caught up the last time. Like, easily getting full counter. Like, I'm sure you've been around these niggas enough to know that nigga has full counter.
And he's full counter of physical attacks, which is what you do. You like physically attack them.
Right, and even Buddy had to remind her, like, hey, bro, like, he's your hard counter. Like, can you stop? Like, stop trying to run up on him.
Chill, let me get it. Yeah, they definitely put a respect on his name, though.
She was dumb as hell, so I appreciate them putting respect on his name.
And then Rosa was trash before he got the power up. What's it called?
His commandment?
Yeah,
but he can't even take all of them when he gonna die. So even his plan is like, his plan to like be the...
They didn't say he's gonna die, though.
Yeah, I thought he did say that. I thought he said you were just gonna destroy yourself if you try to take all the...
When they say destroy yourself, I thought they mean like more of a person, a character kind of destroy.
Oh.
Because I took it as the reason he's kind of crazy right now is because he has one commander. Uh-huh. So if he takes them all in, he just like, you may be the big bad at the end of the day.
If he is, I mean, I can see them setting him up as that because he's the
angels hating him.
Zeldorus kind of has he's likable now. Before it seemed like he was like go getter, but now he's kind of like just like I kind of do what.
He's reasonable.
I feel like doing. Yeah. Esterosa just.
But Esterosa, he's crazy, and the angels hate him already. So
that is
it'll work out maybe.
I'm kind of getting sick of the angels too, and this whole stupid Henderson has pissed me off to like.
There's only one. Degrees. I don't even know who Henderson is.
He's the big bad before the Tank American.
The one with the gray hair or black hair?
The
one with gray hair. Yeah.
I hate him because he's such a like. First of all, he got used by the demons. Then he frees himself from the demons just to get used by the angels. But he just like is talking in a way where it's like he thinks he's doing shit, but he's really like you're just getting used. You sound dumb as fuck. But like even what's his face, like the guy who got controlled by the demon that's now free. Yeah. He was like trying to talk shit about him. He was like, oh, like we decided to go our separate ways. I'm like that nigga is at least he's understanding that the demons are human. And he's just like gotta figure out he's battling between that shit. Your ass is just I don't even think he's brainwashed. That's just bothering me. Like, them other niggas are brainwashed, but I think he's actually just not brainwashed and just, like, literally believes.
He's just on there.
That they, yeah, alright. So I was just like, yo, you stupid as hell. They should just kill him. I'm 100% fine with killing Hendrickson. Like, I mean, Arthur can replace him. Like, any Holy Knight can replace him, to be honest. They could bring, Thunder's dad back.
Lightning Buddy? Oh, his dad?
Yeah, that like died, then they brought him back for a little bit, then he died again. They could bring that nigga back and replace Henderson, to be honest, because he wrong. But yeah, that's all I have for them.
Yeah, I don't have much to add.
Yeah, it's more like a big group of chapters with 7 deadly sins. Each individual chapter is kind of shitty. But
they come out like on weekends now too, so
yeah.
we usually record before it comes out.
What else?
Black Clover!
Are you liking that?
What do you mean? I told you that's the best series I read.
I don't know, man. I think a little Bosch Mortimer or whatever fucking his name is. Little boy. I'm gonna call him Little Boy. The painted magic nigga.
I mean, I don't know any names, but I'm just saying like
Little Boyce Mortimer or something
compared to
Mary Leona. That's a winner.
Yeah.
I fuck with her. For real. Like, she was like, nah, I'm just gonna kill you. I'm just do what I have to do. At the end of this,
I mean, I think she's gonna lose, but I think she's gonna take a few. Actually, she may not lose.
I can't see her losing right now.
People are saying like that she may be the next Magic Emperor, but I think that's.
If that nigga come out the coma, I think he should be the next one.
Who?
The nigga that's in the coma that they fighting for.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, because he's the most.
I forgot about him.
To me, he's the closest to. He's the most level-headed one. Mary Leona is just like not level-headed enough for me to be the emperor.
Oh, Yami's kind of like a dummy.
Yeah, Yami's a dummy, and that other guy hates regular people too much. Like, it's like, bro, you.
Oh, he was never even. I don't think he's strong enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he's on the Yami or like the fire bitch level.
Yeah, but like the other guy, he has royal blood, but I think he has.
I think he's too weak too.
Niggas, huh?
I think he's too weak.
The brother?
Yeah.
Like, with this man zone thing being introduced, I mean, maybe we'll get some more respect on these niggas' names, but...
I mean, but he's weaker than her for sure, though, because she's...
You think so?
Yeah, no, I think they said it, that she taught him everything, blah, blah, blah. I think she's stronger.
You talking about the one that hates regular people?
No, I'm talking about the
Coma.
Yeah, Coma.
Oh,
because that's his sister. Yeah, that's his sister.
Oh,
yeah, that's his older sister.
Oh shit. Yeah. So then, yeah, I mean, I'm fine with her. I can see her being like a tsunami type of leader there. She could be She could grab it. I definitely not Yami though. Yami has to stay with the Black Bulls for a while, I think. So I don't think he's.
I mean, I think
for that role.
I think he's strength wise up there. I think he's
for sure.
All the other captains.
His powers are all some country dimensions and shit.
Yeah.
But I just think personally, and first of all, I can see him just dipping out. Like he'd be like a Gildart's. Yeah, Gildart's kind of shit where he's like, oh yeah, my first command is that I just make somebody else a fucking emperor. Like I don't want this shit.
Yeah, he looked at Gildart's a little bit too.
Yeah. So and I need to see more action from him anyways. I kind of want to see a real, because the fights we've seen were kind of like
just like snippets.
Yeah, I want to see him do what Mary Leona is doing right now.
Yeah, but I mean, Black Clover, you may not think it's been good, but I think it's been. It's almost like how I watch Dragon Ball Super.
Oh.
I'm not saying the story is so intricate or whatever. Where I'm thinking, but it's like something I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, nice. Oh, it's not like it's just entertaining.
I think my issue with Black Clover is I never got truly invested in it. I read it to read it. I feel like if I was like legit invested, then this arc would like make me feel some kind of way.
I didn't become invested until everything else was trash. Because everything else is trash right now.
I feel like it's just going really fast for me for Black Clover. I just think killing the Emperor this soon, like I'm just like, so is the Lich. To me, I thought the Lich Eye of the Midnight Sun were gonna be like maybe like the end game, not maybe the end of the story, but like happening a lot later than right now. It seems like all this shit is happening now. So I'm like, damn, who's gonna be the next villain?
I mean, it's already been like.
I guess this is their first major arc, really. I guess if you think about it.
It's been 151 chapters.
So yeah, I guess this is like they're tuning the exams, whatever. Like,
no, I mean, what I'm saying is, you're thinking of like Naruto. Everything isn't as long as Naruto, you know?
I can't see Black Clover being that short though. That's the thing, because of the type of manga it is. It seems like it's the type that's built to like be around for a little bit. I don't see it as like a surprise ending type thing.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think with Black Clover it'll be hard to find make up a new villain. Yeah, you know.
But I was like, when they introduced the concept
of
these elves, but maybe since this Lich guy is not actually like Lich for real, they can play on that to like hide the true villain.
I don't understand that whole thing though. I don't understand like.
I don't get it much either. I just know that whoever's in his head right now is not the Lich that we saw in the flashback. And
how?
That's what we don't know. Maybe they'll explain it.
They said that?
Yeah, no, it's described. It was described when they came back from the flashback that guy is somebody else.
You mean like?
They're still sharing two bodies. I think
Light.
the William guy's still a thing, right?
Like you mean so?
Yeah, Licht.
That's the guy with the light powers, correct?
In the flashback, yes. And the guy is not the same guy though, but he has the same powers.
Oh, hold on.
The main guy we see now is called Lich. The evil guy with the light powers that beat the Emperor is called Lich. Then we just saw a flashback of another guy also called Lich. That's the same body. But what we find out is the person that we see today is not the same person that was in that flashback.
So.
And they're also not in the same body technically. He has the same powers, but I think he found a human body. Yeah,
it's reincarnated. Yeah, because it's
and
human.
He just made himself look like that. Like how a liar, that guy, he changed his look. If you notice in this chapter, like he now looks more like he did in the flashback.
Okay.
Like so, they're starting to like kind of like I guess if you get comfortable enough in that body, you can just turn into how you used to look.
But then my thing. So you're saying the guy right in current time is Lich.
His name is Lich, but he's not the Lich that was in the flashback. He's not the original.
So
Lich.
I thought the guy in the flashback's name was Light.
Oh, was it? I thought.
Oh, well, Light. When I said Lich.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's Lich, right? Okay, so Lich or whatever.
Yeah.
In the flashback, he was the guy that he was cool with humans. Right?
Yeah, he found a human friend.
Yeah, he's the one like. His friend was raw as hell too. Like there was a tornado or something.
Yep.
They both stopped it.
Yep.
And then he was attacking or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that Lich died.
I guess so. Yes. Let's just say yes for now. I don't know where that guy is.
And then his body was reincarnated.
Somehow, yes.
But somebody else was.
Two souls in there. One was that guy
William, which is the
William.
captain of the Golden Dawn.
Yes.
And then
another
the
elf.
second Lich.
Yeah, some other elf that was there back then. That we don't really know who. Maybe they said who he was, but I don't think we know who he is. So yeah.
Oh, I get it. So remember the flashback?
Yeah.
The guy whose perspective we were looking from, that's who's in the body.
Oh,
right?
okay. I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the guy who's in the body then.
Yeah. So he is taking on the mission to avenge, I guess, the original Lich dying in Lich's body.
Yeah.
But maybe after this arc is over, we will go deeper into like the elves. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I'm
disappointed with one thing. I'm disappointed that
has it fought yet?
No, that he's one of them.
Oh, that he got captured?
Yeah, I thought he would be like one. He fought Clover. I thought he'd be one to like fight it or like break free and then.
I thought they only did that to set up a Asta versus Yuno fight because we haven't got that yet, and I think we want to see like how they match up right now. Since they both got some power ups on the low, I thought that they were setting it up so that they would fight each other. Huh? Yeah, I was surprised actually. The Trap Buddy, I thought he was shit. He came out again with some stuff. Every once in a while, he kind of like surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, he like.
I don't like his power at all.
He like a sneak nigga.
Yeah, but
he can't fight. He's just a nigga that stand in the background while you fight. You fight and then he do some traps.
And he did some smart strat shit, so I'll give him that. Yeah, other than that, no Hunter x Hunter respect. We talk about Boruto. Keep up the summon shit.
Boruto.
That's it. Is there anything else that came out?
Uzumaki Boruto.
We did One Piece in the very beginning, so yeah, we're good.
Yep.
MVP of the week. I'm gonna give it to the nigga from 7 Deadly Sins, to be honest. Like, he's about to die, so I think I gotta put a little bit of respect on his name.
7 Deadly Sins, who?
The dude who choked up.
Oh, sure, yeah.
He gonna die. I didn't expect much from him, but he came up this week, so I'm gonna put a little respect on your name, bro. R.I.P. though, because I know he about to die.
I'm gonna give it to.
Oh, he already died. He already got one of the
he got the hearts. Yeah.
So
I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give MVP to the guy in Boruto who jumped down with that big ass frog on these niggas. Like,
what other game on a nigga, bro?
Konohamaru was trash.
I be forgetting how devastating the Rasengan is. They made me. They reminded me that they be doing a lot of.
I mean, against normal niggas,
yeah. But I also, whatever. I like Gramps do his. Then I'll bring that point up.
This is going to be controversial, but I'm going to give it to Evan. Just because I feel like this is probably the only time we'll actually see him turn up on anything. I think that's going to be the greatest feat that we'll actually see him.
He does some pretty raw feats though.
First of all, he's done
won the leg before.
Yeah, he's done more than anyone besides Big Mom and Katakuri.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe Cracker too, but Smoothie hasn't done shit. She's trash.
I think she got big.
Maybe she's been doing shit this whole time.
She got big and it was just.
She's trash.
She did stuff?
She tried. She got big.
This happened like in this chapter she did something?
No, not this chapter.
No, if you know, she's getting bigger and bigger, like a sponge almost.
And then her sister was like, yo, stop getting big before you sink the ship.
Like, she like, I don't know what she was doing, but.
Yeah, you really glassed over there. You said, fuck Smoothie.
No, I'd be glad. Like,
what she be doing? I thought they were saying Girl versus Rage.
Next.
Rage, you can't beat her, man.
You sure? She got poison.
So, she's just gonna read that shit out. Okay.
But what if?
I think she
poison her whole body because she's a Logia type and she's the water Logia.
Who's a Logia?
Her whole water is poison.
Who's Logia?
A Smoothie, I'm guessing.
No.
No,
you don't know.
No, she can ring anything out.
Yeah.
That's her powers that she rings shit up?
Nigga,
does that even sound like it makes sense?
She's done it.
How you think she made giraffe juice?
But I'm just saying, like.
She grabbed the fucking giraffe.
No, it's Big Mom's
I want you guys to hear what you guys are
Ring.
saying. That when they give her power name, they're gonna be like, oh, she got the ring fruit. She can bring people out.
I think it's like
y'all sound
juice
me, right?
No, she's done it. She's like
No, I get that, but y'all are telling me that the name of her fruit is a ring fruit. That
you don't know the name of her fruit. Juice fruit.
Y'all no, fuck you.
No, I think.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna call that water.
Juice fruit. I can really see that. Juice fruit.
Even though she's not juice, but she can juice.
She juices anyone. She can like.
No, anyone.
Anyone.
I can't go, bro. I can't continue this.
And you think her power is water?
Hell yeah, water.
How is your power gonna be water?
It's just gonna be explained by people.
Hold on. She's not wringing out water from these objects. She's wringing out their actual like
juice. Their juice. That's what it is, though.
Bro, she water.
I'm telling you, it's Big Mom's fruit, bro.
Using awakening. Let's just put some respect on her name.
You can get
do whatever they want.
You troll.
Let's not give them a superpower like Drew said.
You fucking troll.
Why can't she just be a water Logia? You know?
You know it's not water, nigga.
Maybe it's like, some other type of fluid.
Why the fuck would they all just be drinking
cream,
random ass water from animals and shit when they could just have a whole ass random water fountain for getting water at this fucking tea party?
Would you want to drink your sister's water, dude? Like, if your sister could turn to water, would you want to drink your sister? I don't think so. It sounds weird.
What are you talking about?
Like, your sister was a water Logia, right?
Yes.
But water coming from is technically like your sister. That's kind of fucked up.
Nope.
Why would I want to drink water from a giraffe?
What do you mean? Who's drinking water from a giraffe?
That's what she was ringing, nigga.
I don't remember none of this shit, bro.
Come on.
I don't remember anything.
Niggas were like, yeah, I'm thirsty. Let me get something to drink. She was like, I bet. Grab a fucking giraffe, twist his neck.
Word?
The juices from the giraffe will come out.
Yeah, that's when we saw her use the power.
These some water Logia type shits, bro.
That's not fucking. Who the fuck is gonna want water from a giraffe? We could just have a random ass water fountain.
I mean,
maybe to be honest, who wants a giraffe juice either though?
No, but I'm guessing there's some type of flavor to the giraffe.
Maybe she's soda fruit. Let's go with that. Can we do that?
Nah, nigga.
I'll meet y'all halfway. Soda water fruit. So it's still kind of like a little.
Why would her juice be carbonated?
She can still be touched.
Huh?
Why would it be carbonated?
Whatever you want to call it, but let's meet halfway.
She can still be touched.
She can be anything, just not a Logia.
Look,
yeah, she's not a Logia though.
Y'all
I mean, she doesn't have water power. She doesn't have water.
No, I'm just trying to get some telling us she's not a Logia. Like, I don't care what you say. She's not a Logia.
Trolling.
I don't care.
I'm not trolling. I thought y'all niggas was trolling me dead ass serious.
Nigga, she used the power in the.
I swear to God, I thought she was a water Logia. I'm being dead serious. I'm not trolling at all. I legit thought that she was a water Logia.
Why? What did she do?
All I saw was she twisted niggas out and water came out like, that's it. Boom, awakening. Like, seriously. I'm literally not trolling. I definitely thought this bitch was ooh, sorry.
You want to pull up her profile?
Shit, maybe she eats smoothie fruit.
Pull up her profile.
No, I don't get smoothie fruit.
I mean, her name is fucking Smoothie.
Pull up her profile on the One Piece wiki.
For what?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, smoothies, you put them in the blender, you blend the shit up, you like juice it.
Yeah. Alright, let me try halfway with smoothie fruit.
She not a Logia though.
That's that special paramecia.
Alright.
Oh, I'm cool with that. I'll take that.
I mean, do
You don't want to put shitty powers with Logias? Is that what it is?
No, because she's literally not a Logia. She can. That's why.
And what about her makes it seem like she's not a Logia?
she's not intangible?
Who's intangible?
When somebody attacks her?
Isn't Aokiji Logia?
Well, what I'm saying is like, basically when they're attacked, they can literally make their body untouchable unless you have hockey.
Who attacked her? I don't remember.
Smoothie attacked her, man. Nigga, she wouldn't have got poisoned.
Isn't she Smoothie?
I mean, Ray Juice. Ray Juice.
Did she ring her arm out?
Ray Juice was the one that attacked her.
Did she ring her
If
arm
it was
out?
like Ace or somebody, they would have just went hard. Her leg would have just went through him.
Did Aokiji ever do that?
Yes.
Stuff is
When Whitebeard attacked him, Aoki just opened a hole in his body.
I just want to make sure. I'm just confirming, damn, relax.
Shoot.
Powers and abilities.
I mean, your One Piece knowledge isn't like memory of One Piece.
I'm 100% fine with that, man.
It's just not because you don't care about it as much. Hunter x Hunter or something like that. You probably remember everything.
100% don't need it.
All the words on Hunter x Hunter, all the billions and billions of words.
They said seems to possess a paramecia type devil fruit that allows her to transmit and remove liquids from people and objects.
Liquids.
They say that shit was juice.
It's not water, nigga.
We didn't mean juice, literally juice.
Like, we ain't talking about like orange
We
juice.
didn't say juice. You juice something. I mean,
yes.
liquefied.
You said Big Mom's crew juice. So what am I supposed to expect? All her shit is candy or sweet. So when you say juice, I'm taking it literally. Like,
oh, so
you said Big Mom's crew. You said she's in Big Mom's crew.
No, because they all dumb
they were literally drinking the liquids of this giraffe.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what liquid.
Nigga, I don't mean like orange juice.
Nigga, you said Big Mom's crew.
Nigga, it's giraffe juice.
Yes, it's giraffe juice.
No. It's drinking giraffe juice.
We don't know. It's One Piece, nigga.
All of the powers was oven is literally an oven, bro. Like, what do you mean?
Dog tooth.
I mean, you don't put shit inside.
Dog tooth. Oh, it's Katakuri.
Yeah,
oh, sure.
You don't put shit inside of oven.
Y'all give him a lip, bro.
Alright, Daifuku. How's that the food?
That probably means something.
That's right.
That probably means genie.
Bro, that might be
Genie.
cotton candy. Fucking around. Don't sleep. That might be cotton candy.
That's genie.
I'm telling you, don't sleep.
In Japanese. Hold on, I'm gonna Google this shit right now.
Do not sleep. Mothers guess a lava.
I mean, unless the nigga is granting wishes or some shit, like, yeah, I wish to have some candy. Your wish is my command.
Oh,
Daifuku
is a Japanese confection consisting of a small round mochi stuffed with sweet
cotton
filling.
candy, man.
Alright.
Big Mom's crew is trash, huh?
No, it's not cotton candy. No.
Well, what's the power? She just be erase people's memory. She don't count.
You a goofy motherfucker. How you
Don't count. She not a combat nigga.
See, that's Daifuku.
You gotta take the combat niggas out. Only the combat niggas.
Oh no! I thought we were trying to say like the powers.
So he like Inside Out. He like Inside Out Daifuku. Or
what?
No, actually no. That makes perfect sense because that represents his body. The genie itself is that black shit in the middle. No troll. Seriously, look at the picture.
No,
that shit come out of his belly.
No,
you said it's cream filled thing. So the cream's filled with that fucking genie, bro.
You can't eat the fucking genie, my nigga.
I'm just saying he's literally that thing.
It's mochi in the middle. It's Katakuri in the middle. He's stronger than Katakuri.
No, but I thought the thing is,
that's a reach.
aren't they all supposed to be able to create some type of? Aren't they all supposed to be able to create some type of object to eat or drink? I thought that was the reason, mainly the reason for them.
No, oven is he's just an oven, bro. He's shit.
He's cooking
shit. He's cooking shit.
But his power is not like directly related to food. It's indirectly related to food.
It's related to the kitchen.
Right.
It's related to cooking. It's related to eating somehow.
What's your point?
So how does that relate to Daifuku? That has nothing to do with cooking or food.
I'm saying he himself is Daifuku.
His name Yes.
Yes, and
But
then we
his
found out
power,
what the thing
how?
was. It's a thing on the outside, and it's filled with black shit in the.
That's his name, but how does his power relate
It's
to
filled with black shit.
No, but what he's saying
black
is
shit that comes
Katakuri Mochi. His power is actually Mochi.
Facts.
What's the other person?
Daifuku.
Oven. His power was actually to oven some shit.
Right.
To oven some shit?
Who else? Smoothie.
Fucking
she apparently makes smoothies.
Perospero makes candy.
I don't know what Perospero
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good one.
You don't remember?
What's
Does
Perospero mean?
Sparrow mean candy?
No, he actually makes candy.
But what's Perospero mean? His point was on the names. You fucked up his own point, but you're using Perospero. You guys almost had the thing here.
I thought we were talking about powers.
No,
man. He had a good point too.
All the names are associated to the power. So then
Nah, he had a good point too though. Their powers have things you can eat. Or used to.
All I'm saying, Daifuku is actually Daifuku, fam.
Yeah,
He's Daifuku, bro.
Cracker.
And we don't know
Snack.
what that genie is. No one knows what that genie is.
The genie is not full G.
You can't make that assumption.
Is a genie
fruit?
He's a genie.
When?
It's
You
a
just
genie
call
fruit.
it genie, bro. Like,
It's probably a genie
have you
fruit.
tried eating a genie?
Yes, I have.
Be mad.
This nigga.
Look, man, we hating on him.
Hold on, so if there's a genie in the lamp and somebody ate the lamp, did you eat the genie?
Yeah, of course. That portal is now containing you.
So you rub your belly and you're not Daifuku.
I mean, does he rub his belly for the genie to come up?
Yeah,
Like every time?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, he does? Oh, he does? For real?
Yeah, I noticed it like a few chapters ago.
Yeah, so that's definitely.
You gotta find the new Toriko.
Yeah.
Noticing the weird dumb shit in One Piece. What the hell?
Damn, Toriko.
This nigga rubs his belly every time this shit come out?
Yeah, man.
Daifuku an idiot, bro. I hate him.
What?
You should try that.
What is wrong with
You should
you?
just list characters.
Why do you hate
that
those
we
characters
bro.
for no reason?
Yeah, you
You
do.
just list characters in One Piece that we hate. I don't like the way he looks, and I think his power is
Because
corny
he's
as
bald?
fuck.
Because he's bald?
No, I just don't like the way he looks, period.
Because he looks like a prince or some shit?
No, I just don't like him, dude. He just looks like a suspect ass nigga. Like, I don't.
Hey, yo, where'd you find your tenant right now?
Oh, so we good? Done?
Change topics.
Yeah. So we good?
Yeah.
Alright, peace.
Peace! I'm about to get the camera.
How's your tenant?